Mic on, my mic on. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If it's a Monday morning, y'all already know what the forecast is. It's gonna be, no, it's not gonna be a shitstorm. No. The storm is clear at the moment. I'm being nice to people, helping out. Yeah. Let me get back to fucking shit up. Good morning, y'all. Monday, there's my time slot. Welcome to the Guidepost, where we talk about guidance on godhood. See, it's easy to say a lot of bullshit motherfuckers say. Society ejects. Top of the morning to you as well, sir. Orange Charlie Left Battle, good to see you in the chat. So today, what I want to talk about is a demon. Well, the idea of what a demon is and a daimon. You know, a lot of motherfuckers catch themselves calling themselves spiritual. Only thing they really comprehend is how to reject or rebel against Christianity. How to seem like they're this thing that's on the cutting edge of what it means to comprehend Christianity. And quite often, especially those who are trying to get you to spookier edge, they confuse the concept, or not confuse, I'll say they equivocate or conflate the idea of a daimon and a daemon. Okay? Or demon, excuse me. So that's what I want to get into today. We'll put some details to this shit. Because the devil is in the details. Most motherfuckers only comprehend how to rebel against Christianity. And they don't even do that shit well. Bunch of spoiled fucking brats. But we're gonna get into this shit today, man. I have a little thing I want to show you, and then a little video to help bring around the idea of what we're talking about when we're talking about a diamond. And then I want to show you how some of that fits into the Bookman model. So you look and you're like, here's how do I use this? What good is it? Pragmatism. Fine. Here, I can tell you how it works. I can tell you how it works, how you can use it. You're not going to understand because you don't understand, you don't understand. But anyways, let's go. We'll give it a shot. Here, give me a second here. These niggas think they know what the fuck they talking about. That's how you look right there. Boy, look at your packing. How are we doing? You say, oh man, I love it. J.R. Blanco, good to see you in the chat, man. Al Dickey, welcome to the show. So what I like to try and do with the guidepost, I like to use it as an addendum to the guild. So for those who are in the guild, when I catch something that people consistently trip over, I like to see if I can break it down for you in the guidepost. To be quite honest, something I'm finding people are tripping over more and more is the context or the concept, the concept of materialism. And when I see how people are bumping into it, I can comprehend why motherfuckers are spitting so much pseudoscience. Like, it's easy to say cells are this and never study cells. Like, you find one thing that you think feels good in terms of your idea and you jump on it. I seen motherfuckers now, that's what they, because motherfuckers don't like to answer the question when I ask them in the comments. They like to just pretend that they're on the edge and showing you letting you know. So they spell self with, like the word cell with an F. And I'm looking, I'm like, can you get out of here with the God body bullshit? Motherfuckers love the God body bullshit. It's because it's easy to say I'm more than my body. It's easy to say that. It's inspirational. But don't nobody look at the details of what the fuck they talking about. Nobody understands how these things work, but they like to feel like they understand. You tell a motherfucker, what I'm saying, them feelings. Hey, I'm gonna show you this first. I'm gonna show you this first. I'm gonna show you this first. Because I think this is cool. Fuck you guys. Where is it? Here you go, here you go, here you go. Okay, put it right. No, you probably can't hear it because I ain't got a desktop audio on. Go ahead and put it on there. Because, bro, I really do love this clip from Bobby Hemming. And so I did a little bit of remixing. I'm not done at all, but I've got to make the point. So here, stop looking at me for a second. Stop looking at me for a second and peep this.
And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then. They play on your emotion. Saying nothing well and playing on your emotion. Tell a person what they want to hear and say nothing well. You can say nothing if you can say it well. They play on your emotion. And that's the problem with our people. They have been teaching you what you wanted to hear and not what you really needed to hear because they didn't know what you really needed to hear. That's called the art of public speaking. They play on your emotion. So that's getting your emotion up to a certain level and you thinking that's spiritual, that's emotionalism. They play on your emotion. And they'd come up and they would come into some stuff and they would be talking all this good stuff and people, yeah. But everybody's ignorant. You see what I'm saying? They play on your emotion. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see?
I love that shit, bro. I love that shit. That's the key right there, man. When y'all out here and you're looking for information, Leah, good to see you in the chat. Welcome to the show. And you're looking for information, you're looking to understand something. If the shit make you feel good, try even twice as hard to fuck it up. I swear, because here's an example for me. I'm sure I've said this before. For a large portion of my life, I was terrified of white people. Terrified. And I'll tell you why. When I was young, I realized pretty quickly that when I was scared of something, I need to understand it more. I need to do some research. I remember the scene, bro. I'm in the bed, and I got the covers up, and I'm looking at the closet. It's dark. It's nighttime. I'm looking at the closet, and I'm like, okay. I don't know what's going on. I hit the covers. I'm like, nah, fuck this shit. Fuck it. I gotta go. I gotta go see what's in there. Me as a little kid, right? And so up with the covers. I was dramatic as fuck. I jump out the bed and I'm looking at the closet. And I'm mad. I'm emotional because I'm terrified. Right? I'm terrified. I go over to the closet. I was like, ah! And it wasn't shit, right? And it dawned on me that, okay, next time you scared, go learn about this thing. Go figure it out. Bro, because as a kid, I'm always scared of bugs and shit. For a while, I was scared of bugs and shit. I started learning about bugs and shit. I ain't scared of bugs. Snakes, lizards, stuff like that. Matter of fact, motherfuckers used to call me when that shit come around. Anything I was scared of, that was always a solution. Research it. Learn more about it. Contend with what you're scared with. The only thing that did not work for was white people. The more I researched as a kid, the worse it got. I couldn't find an edge. I couldn't find the redeeming quality. Not because they're bad people, but it's like, who the fuck does that? No, there's got to be something about this I don't understand. Who the fuck does that to other people? And it just sits there apathetically as if nothing happened. And everybody just chilling. We just chilling looking at you, folk. Are you serious? There's got to be something I understand. There's got to be something I understand. But eventually, I got to the place where now it's something likened to pity. The point. To this day, if I am researching something about whiteness and white people, I try and destroy it twice as hard. Why? Because I have the bias to agree to the most outlandish and ridiculous shit I hear. Because, of course they're doing that shit. Bias. I have bias. Of course I have bias. Everyone has bias. But you need to be able to smell the scent of your own bullshit. And so when I find something I would be inclined to want to agree with, you try twice as hard to destroy my idea. See, some of y'all can't destroy your idea because you're too busy performing and showing it off to people. Because then if you contend with it, you're going to have to walk back that bullshit you was talking. Is that why that movie Get Out terrifies you? Yes, because it don't seem like a scary movie. This isn't really real. It's just to startle you a little. Like, motherfucker, no! No! Oh my God, bro, don't get me started on Get Out, boy. Terrifying. Terrifying. You laugh if you want to, bruh. Terrifying. But you can see, I'm recognizing where I'm emotionally compromised and making efforts to double down there. That's what I'm asking you to do. That's what I'm informing you need to do. You need to figure out discernment. And discernment isn't just what resonates with you, because what's that again? That's feeling. That's feeling, right? Motherfuckers is looking for the thing that's going to make them feel good because they feel so bad about all the Christian shit. Demons, right? You rebel against Christianity, like, fuck angels and God and Jesus. Fuck everybody who likes that and thinks it's the good thing. I'm going to do the opposite of what they think is the good thing. And you unimaginative bastards, the furthest you get from Christianity is demons. And then, to try and cover that up, what you do is say, well, no, I'm not talking about demons. Really what I'm talking about is this thing over here, the Daimon, right? And then you start picking and choosing from some other system. You was mad at the Christians because they pick and choose in the Bible what they like, right? No, you can't do that. You got to do this whole thing. Okay, cool. Just like you said that. Here I am. I don't buy the demon wrangling shit, bro. It's spooky Christianity. You're in the same cosmology. You did not leave. You did not change how you think. You changed what you think. Look at that. Look at this demon over here. It's a spooky angel. It's the same thing. It's a spooky angel. Fuck, man. Look, demons are an artifact of Catholicism. Demons are an artifact of Catholicism. Okay? What did the Catholic Church do? The word Catholic means universal. Okay? What the Catholic Church does, which the Holy Roman Church, the First Reich, what they do, and it's just like Gnosticism, bro. That's why that shit's a parasite too. It's why it's capped. No, not Gnosticism, please. Sophia. Anyway, sorry. What the Catholic Church would do, in order to gain the following that they wanted, you got that deity over there. He's born on December 25th. Oh wow! Really, this is the part you don't know. Sound like narcissism, don't it? And then they just insert their bullshit. Well, really, it ain't even that thing that you talking about. I mean, because we got that over here, but we done found out the truth. That this is what it was, and he really the Son of God, and he came down on the cross. That's how the Gnostics will do, right? They'll jump right in. Okay, whatever you believe, really, we got the real truth. See, all that thing you thought was the truth was really algebra and the archons. And what's really real is when I'm going to slip in here. Fuck y'all. Parasitic bullshit. Don't even have the decency to have its own idea. Fuck out of here. Alright, guys. So what I want to get into today is the difference between a demon and a daimon. It's coming out the Greek shit, bro. First and foremost, coming out the Greek shit. So if you picking and choosing, I want you to go pick and choose the rest of the shit. Fuck you mean? Don't be a dick. I was gonna be a dick. Yeah, so what the Catholic Church would do is anything that you Jungle Bunny Coons was doing out there, and I say Jungle Bunny Coons very lightly because, it was, the tribes of Europe have been fighting all for centuries. All right, you want to talk about epigenetics? Go check out the history of Europe. No religion, but plenty of torture. So what they would do is, and y'all are familiar with this, guys, okay? If a motherfucker doing something that they don't want you to do, it becomes a demon. This is why you motherfuckers think you tapping into the truth once you look at a demon. It's like if Christianity was a house, you in the house, right? You tell your mama now, Mama, I'm running away. Fuck y'all. I ain't never coming back. This shit's stupid. Right? You running away. And the furthest you niggas get is the front yard. Demons. You don't go into the street. You don't go through the rest of the neighborhood. You don't go through the rest of the city, the state, the planet. Nope. You think you're cool. You think you done something because you walked into the front yard with your little bag of toys. Fuck out of here, man. Let's get to it, bro. I want to talk about a daimon. All right, and not just a demon. Sometimes you'll hear it pronounced daimon. All right, with the D-A-E or the D-A-I, okay? English language, vowels. Never mind, though. You're going to tell me you already understand everything because you feel good. Remember, that's emotionalism. How you feel is not a metric. It never was. The only thing how you feel is a metric for is your personality, your body. That's it. That's it. Spirituality is not about feeling good. It's not about how you feel. Fuck, stop looking for something to change how you feel. Motherfucker, go to Oprah. Get a Deepak Chopra book. Shit. Y'all niggas want something to feel good? Watch Power Rangers. Power Rangers was fun to watch again. Watch Power Rangers. You feel great. I'm gonna give y'all this video real quick, man. Me and my bullshit, right? If you happen to be in the Atlanta area on 420, right? That's what it is. 420. We're gonna be doing we're not hosting this event, we're vending there. But check it out. It's run by some folks called Mystic District. It's a Dark Forest edition. Ooh, Dark Forest. Y'all know what a Dark Forest is? Interesting. A Dark Forest is like it's one of those ideas where we'll take for the galaxy or the cosmos, for example. The Dark Forest is the idea that the environment is so hostile that anything that's come to I guess they know interstellar travel or to know how to do things over large distances, all of those creatures are gonna, for the most part, are gonna be hostile. And your best thing to do is remain completely silent until you can become the thing that's hostile. Hey man, spirituality is a bit of a dark forest. Until y'all get into your little villages and start jacking each other off. So we tapping in, bro. Chick, fire, fact. Everybody in the group agreed. Something's wrong. But y'all don't notice that because you're looking for a new place to feel good. Anyways, April 20th, Atlanta. Come on out. Let's get into the demon thing, man. Let's get into this demon thing. All right. That would be dope. I'm not sure what you're saying would be dope, but I'm pretty sure it was if I was talking about it. Anyways, come on. I gotta stop being a dick. Where do I have it? Click, 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 click. All right. So, the person you're gonna be listening to here is an interview with a guy named Bernardo Castro. I've talked to you about this guy before. He's a proponent of analytic idealism, a particular type of philosophy of mind. You niggas, it's easy to inspirationally say, "Oh, it's mine." You niggas never look into the philosophy of mind because you feel like you get it. Why? Because feelings are your only gauge. You're a baby. You're a bitch. Stop being. Oh. Let me do this. Let me do this, guys. I apologize. Let me shut.
The notion of a daimon as a sort of an entity with its own agenda is, of course, a symbol, a metaphor, but it's a very useful symbol or metaphor for me, for how I live my life. So what do I mean by the daimon? The daimon is the flow of an impersonal will within us. It's a will we experience directly as if it were our own, but it's a will that does not have our personal well-being in mind, doesn't have our safety in mind, couldn't care less. It's a will that manifests itself without being couched in a narrative of why. It wills what it wills, but it doesn't tell you why. Why do I want this? Why does nature want this through me, which is the more accurate way of describing it? It doesn't come with a why. And that's another hallmark of this impersonal will that sort of flows within us all. It doesn't come with an explanation, like an egoic agenda comes with an explanation. If what you want to do has an explanation, a neat, nicely constructed, logical, coherent explanation, like I want this because if I achieve this, then that other thing, well, that's your own will. That's your own personal narrative. The impersonal will has none of that. It doesn't tell why. It goes against your what anybody would consider to be your best interests. It may go against your ability to be financially successful. It may go against your safety, present and future. It may go against even your ability to live a comfortable life. It may go against your need to polish your image, to have a nicely polished persona that you present to the world. In other words, it doesn't care about you. And yet you feel that will sort of ebbing and flowing and rising within you. Some people take possession of it. Some people make the movements of that will be an egoic thing. They think it's them who are willing that. And the result of that is ego inflation, which is one of the most dangerous psychological conditions that human beings can have. Who around us has ego inflation in recent history? Well, Trump, Putin, Hitler. These are all these are all tremendously ego-inflated characters. They could feel that impersonal will flowing within them, but they hijacked it and they made it be about them. And that's the most unnatural thing that can happen, and it distorts the whole thing and leads to great danger. So that's why the figure of the daimon is useful, I think, to me and maybe to many other people, I dare suspect.
Let's touch this a little bit, okay? Like I said before, this is Bernardo Castro, one of the few people I will highly recommend to you. Okay, I do not recommend most people very often. I will highly recommend to you Bernardo Castro. Not because he's going to tell you everything I've told you. Hell, I'd love to get this shit I want to talk about. It's because you don't understand the shit you think you understand. And motherfuckers like this study the thing you think you're talking about. Anyways. Damn, don't be a dick. Alright, so, the Daimon, alright? What are we talking about? First of all, it's not a demon. It's not a demon. Anybody telling you that to show you the spookiness so you feel included in something extra spooky? Scam. They're lying to you. It's a misdirection. They're playing on your emotions so that you'll confuse your emotional experience with something spiritual. Okay? This is not about your personal pride. A lot of people love to do the thing where they go, oh, it's the ego. Oh man, that's the ego doing it. It's my ego. Man, you may as well said the devil again. Shut that stupid shit up. Motherfuckers love to find something to blame their negative behavior on. That is not the ego. It's your personal pride. That's not the ego. It's your personal pride. And you've got to make the distinction. Otherwise, what you're going to do is inflate the idea of your personality. You're going to inflate that shit up. You ever see these motherfuckers who are so hype on the fact that they're telling, here's a new tip for your chakra kundalini. Right. This thing that y'all are talking about, the Daimon, it's a form of impersonal will. Now you hear the word will. I don't want you to run down the street and say, I've got it. Please slow down, Chuck. Please slow down. Okay? Keep the qualification in mind. Impersonal. Impersonal. It does not care about you. That's not being mean. Do you care about the video game character you in there using? When you fighting in Mortal Kombat and using Scorpion, do you care how many punches he gets? How many times he gets his skull cracked with the special animation? No. You want to win. Do you stop and explain to him, pause the game, explain to Scorpion why he's going to have to get these next 2 jabs and that special animation and look like a bitch? No. Why? Because it's your will in terms of that game is impersonal. It's impersonal. What y'all are looking for is something personal, something for your feelings, and you missed it. We're talking about a daemon. Here, I want to go back to what he said. It's a flow, first and foremost. Because a lot of times people want to conceptualize or anthropomorphize these things into something personable. You know what? Fair play. Fair play. I can tell you how you can do that. But what I will tell you before I say something like that is a daemon is not personal. You can communicate it. And he's going to talk about that here in a second. Okay, communication is fine. Just because you can communicate don't mean you're friends. Just because motherfucker talk friendly to you don't mean they give a fuck about you. You know this. But what'll happen? You'll ignore that because you desperately want to feel better. You desperately want to feel something other than what you've been feeling. I remember being in church when I was younger, and bro, they used to blame everything on the devil and the enemy, like motherfucker got a flat tire and be like the devil did it. Yeah, because why? Why do they do that? Why do they do that? Their cosmology. Their cosmology. In their cosmology, the root of anything that they would consider negative is always the devil. Just like the root of anything they would consider positive is God. And here, look. In terms of fitting to your cosmology, that's absolutely correct. It's absolutely correct. In terms of their cosmology, it's absolutely correct. And that's what you have to remember. See, a lot of people don't understand the cosmology they're operating on. You'll tell me, okay, nah, fuck that religious shit. I'm not a Christian no more. I'm not Islam no more. And I ain't no Jew no more. I ain't no Hebrew. Fuck y'all no. All right, okay, cool. I see you. All right, ooh, look at you. Okay, got your chest out. But then what's the new cosmology you pick up? Materialism. How I know that's what you pick up? How I know that's your cosmology? Huh? Aries, you can't know nothing about me. How I know that's your cosmology? Well, just like a Christian would invoke the devil as the root of anything that they consider negative, I know your cosmology is materialism by virtue of what you will invoke. Fuck you, Aries, you don't know what I'm invoking. Cells. Melanin. Dark matter, dark energy, antimatter, right? Because you're trying to tell me how I gotta use that like some transponder and tap into my kundalini so it moves through my veins and my glands open up because the energy centers are open up. This is why y'all run into pseudoscience. This is why y'all run into pseudoscience. Fucking telekinesis. It's dumb. It's dumb. But you don't know it's dumb because you're not checking your work. And you're not checking your work because the only thing you've ever had to check is whether or not you feel good and feel included in the new thing. See, bro, that's biology. That's your biology doing that. Like, the fact that my head will be turning and looking at some big titties and a big butt before I even know what I'm looking at is not part of my personality. That's biology. DNA is not spiritual. That is your physical body's imperative for itself. For itself. Yeah, it's not something you gotta unlock. That's so dumb. Materialism. Melanin, particulate matter. The only way you get out of that is saying melanin is everything, and then you don't make sense anymore. You conflate melanin with carbon itself, which is stupid. But you do things like that because you don't even understand the underlying foundations of what you're talking about. The furthest you've got is walking into a room where no one challenges you and say whatever you want. In that room, that's fine, just like you did in church. In that room, that's fine. You step outside that door, want to open your fucking mouth, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. And it's not just because I'm a hater. I'm a hater. It's not just because I think you're dumb. I probably think you're dumb. But that's beside the point. The reason I'm going to tell you you're wrong is because I'm listening to what you're invoking. And motherfuckers will act like materialism is the truth. If they can reduce it to materialism, they've somehow found the truth. Just like a Christian will reduce any bad thing to the devil. And the biggest thing y'all don't get about materialism is not made to have any of the spiritual stuff that y'all are talking about. It's literally made not to have it. It's like you niggas are trying to set up a nice, wonderful aquarium with bleach. Nah, fuck water. Nah, I know what's wrong. I know this shit. And you're filling it with bleach and you wonder why shit dying. Or really, you don't even take the time to wonder why shit dying. You jump to the fact, well, no, it's not dying. I'm transmuting my energy. That's really what's happening. I'm not fucking up. You fucking up. You fucking up. Yeah, because back in the day when bad shit used to happen to me, I would go straight to something that's punishing me. What do motherfuckers like to try and do now? Oh, it's my ego. Oh, it's my ego. Fuck out of here. They won't look at none of the cosmology. Right? This is why motherfuckers will say parthenogenesis like it's a spiritual thing. They'll never even look up what it means. They'll invoke, this is why they can conflate melanin and carbon. That's dumb. It's dumb and it makes it clear that you have a misunderstanding. Carbon beings, melanated beings. Bitch, ain't no such thing. To the degree to which there's such thing as a carbon being, all beings are carbon beings. All life is carbon based. That has very little to do with melanin. But then you want to jump to melanin because melanin has carbon in it. That's so stupid. It's poor thinking. It's poor reasoning. This is why I would call you dumb, because that's what dumb people would do. And I'm not saying you're dumb because you're irredeemable. I'm saying you're dumb because you're not contending with where you could be. Motherfuckers tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what feels good. Why? Because you will confuse an emotional experience with a spiritual one. You see the bitch in the aisle falling down in church? Her big ass hat she done spent $35.99 on falling off. But there she go, kicking them Payless shoes in the air to the beat of the music. And you look at her, look at this craziness. It's ridiculous. That's what you're doing. You walk into the little group of people who will not disagree with you, who will not challenge you. That's how you look. That's what you're doing. This is why I'm telling you, you have to try and contend with what you believe. An impersonal will. Now, some of you may think, you hear the word will, and you think you know what I'm talking about. Once again, you're going to make the same mistake you made with materialism, bro. Chill. Almost cut an artery there. I felt it get close. I was going to be pissed. Oh. Okay, sorry. The reason most of y'all won't comprehend how this works is because you're deeply invested in your personal pride. And on top of that, you're deeply invested in not having to see that. You do the fake humility thing where I'm humble. You know, no one's right. And once again, what did Bobby say? If everybody think the same thing, somebody wrong. If you're in a room full of people where nobody's challenging what you're saying, somebody in there wrong. It could all be so simple, bro. I'm going to talk to you about something that you can use, an idea you can, because you can use the daimon. You can use a daimon. You can fuck with that. But you have to understand the nature of what you fucking invoking. You can't just say, okay, this feels good, so it must be the thing. Bro, you missed it. I said, bro, you missed it. Remember the turkey from Looney Tunes? Y'all might not be old enough. Remember the turkey was a rooster. Remember he's like, I say. I love that nigga, bro. Anyway, I'm sorry. You want to make the distinction between this impersonal will that flows through your being to direct your actions. You want to make a distinction between that and your personal pride. You need to acknowledge your personal pride. You need to be able to recognize the smell of your own bullshit. Otherwise, you'll have your nose in the air and be like, this smells like shit in here. Y'all niggas is shitty. Oh, really? Last thing. When you're dealing with something like a daimon, you're not going to get an explanation for why you should be doing what you're doing. You're not going to get an explanation. And there's going to be a part of you that wants it. A part of you that wants what you're going to consider logic, but more accurately is a linear explanation. That's what you're looking for, a linear explanation. This don't come linearly. Like y'all point out everything's curved. There's curves everywhere. There's no such thing as a straight line. Okay, but you're still looking to try to understand it in a linear fashion. See, it's not that logic has no place. It's not that intellect has no place. It's your relationship to it. The world is fucking perfect. The shit that's fucked is you. And the biggest way to tell, what the fuck did you think I meant when I said you? See, that's what's fucked up. Not all this shit you're trying to name. Shit you telling other motherfuckers to tap into? It's that you and how you have that set up. How you got that shit constructed. This is why I say, what the fuck is you? Because niggas can sit here and inspire motherfuckers all day. Don't you understand that the jet pillar that is the Tesla coil is you, and the energy in you is flowing through you, with you, to make you? Okay, cool. Look, I'm not even gonna tell you that's wrong, but what is you? Fuck you, Aries, right? You're trying to stop our rise, whatever. Let's continue this, man. Let's continue this. Because I wanna get through this so I can talk to you about what you can use and how to use it. Motherfuckers so quick to want to use. Stop. Let me continue.
It allows you to avoid inflation because you say, that's not my will, that's the will of my daimon. My daimon is trying to get me to do this or that. It's not me. So one use of it, it preempts ego inflation from the start. Another use for it is that it puts you on tenable moral ground, because sometimes the impersonal will of nature is what it's trying to do through you is such that it could lead to great personal misfortune. It doesn't care whether you have a salary at the end of the month, food on your table tomorrow, or a roof over your head next time it rains. It doesn't care about that. And you would be a useless tool of nature if you didn't have any of those things. So you have to engage in a kind of dialogue with the impersonal will. Not negotiation, well, maybe even negotiation, but not bargaining. A dialogue to say, well, you are not me, you are the daimon, and I'm now going to have a dialogue with you so we can find some middle ground here, so I can have what to eat and I can have sufficient money in the bank to play a meaningful social role. But beyond that, I will do your bidding. And the only way to have that inner dialogue is to personify what is impersonal, to personify the will of nature as it's trying to express itself.
I'm going to expand on this when we get into the second part of this after I finish the video. You want to open up a dialogue. You want to open up a dialogue. Why? At the very least, so that you can eventually hope to comprehend what the fuck is going on. But it's not a negotiation. When you play in Mortal Kombat, are you negotiating with Sub-Zero? No. When you play in Super Mario, are you negotiating with this motherfucker? No, I'm gonna push you all the way till you almost got no lives left, if it means we get to where we're trying to go. What you want to use this to get money, right? Get money, right? Know what you want to do? To more comfortable physical life? No. That's not what they're for. But I will tell you this, because you get what you ask for. You fuck around with this shit that give you what you want. I say it all the time. You get exactly what you ask for. You ever seen them stories about the genies, right? Where a motherfucker will find him a genie, and the genie gonna give you a wish, right? I'll give you whatever you want, what? Okay, cool. Genie, I want this, that, and that third. Genie, I want to be world famous. I want people from all around the world to give a fuck about me, to come to see me. I want everybody to know my name in history for centuries, millennia. I want to be that famous. And the genie's like, okay, cool. Boop. Turns you into a work of art in somebody's museum. Niggas still talking about Mona Lisa. Huh? You get what you ask for. You get what you fucking asked for. You gotta stop avoiding the life you don't like. You gotta stop avoiding the things you don't like, you spoiled brat. How dare you sup from the beautiful breasts of joy? How dare you sup from the beautiful breasts of joy, but then at the same time reject suffering? It's because you don't understand suffering and you don't understand joy. You're so caught up in what you think you want. You're so caught up in what you think this shit gonna be. See, all that is that me. That me. That's personality shadow shit, bro. That's personality shadow shit. You have to be able to see beyond that. See, it's more than just seeing, I'm not simply my body. Okay, good job. You got to get beyond that. I'm not the hardware. Okay, bitch, then when you're not the software either. Right? And it's not about rejecting the hardware and software. It's about comprehending yourself as the user. You upgrade the software all you want to. That don't change what you is. Unless, of course, you've misconstrued the idea of you. You've diminished your own capacity. Cast a spell. Good to see you in the chat. Welcome to the show. Oh, if you're listening, could you do me a favor? If there's any more coffee or whenever you make some, since you're up, and don't rush because I got some water. But I'd love a little more coffee because I'm gonna be talking for a while. So yeah, when you fucking with this stuff, man, it's not some new way to get what you think you want. Our lives are not our own. It's easy to say, I'm not my body. But most of you niggas only say that in an inspirational way. See, when you don't question what is you, and then you start with the, well, this is you, and this is you, and this is you, and this is you, and this is you. It becomes simply inspiration. It's like saying, God is love, and love is in you, and love is everything, so you are everything. That's so much better. I can go to my job at Kroger, paper and plastic. I'm love. Hey, bro. It's not about feeling good in your life. It's not about feeling calm and balanced. It's hype. It's overrated. You don't even understand. So you don't need a new thing to say. Daimon sounds really good. I'm telling you, you don't need it. But I'm going to tell you how you could, because you think you do, so it's fine. But it's not that you need a new thing. You have to contend with your fundamental beliefs. You have to contend with your fundamental beliefs. You have to try and destroy them. Not reconfigure them. Try and destroy everything you think you know, everything you think you believe. Lean in. See, that's the thing about the Daimon, bruh. You start fucking with that. What if that motherfucker say, fuck how you look, fuck your pretty hair, nigga? Oh, you love your little locks, right? Fuck your pretty hair. Uh-huh. Oh, you get money? You get money? Be broke, nigga. Be broke. Oh, no, it's going wrong. See, look. This idea of that you're going to have any influence on that impersonal will, that's hope. Does Sub-Zero have a chance of bargaining with you when you're hitting them buttons? Nope. No. So go ahead and try. But you want to get caught up in the flow. You need to risk. That's most of y'all problem. Y'all ain't risking. It's easy to say the new inspirational thing. It's easy to look at a Christian and say, hey, Christian, you don't understand this. Okay. Look, I ain't gonna tell you wrong telling them that. What happened when I come up and tell you that, though? No, Arius, you're a hater. You're an agent. You're a hotep. Just like the Christian would call you a devil, a demon, right? But now, you know, something different with me, right? Because I don't agree with your demon bullshit. Man, y'all better check, bro. You gotta have discernment. Because I can't tell everybody else to stop lying to you. Why? Because they don't know what you need. They don't know what they need. I gotta play the Bobby Hemmett clip again, because y'all pissing me off. Y'all pissing me off. I'm gonna play it again right now. I'm gonna play it again right now.
And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then. They play on your emotion. Saying nothing well and playing on your emotion. Tell a person what they want to hear and say nothing well. You can say nothing if you can say it well. They play on your emotion. And that's the problem with our people. They have been teaching you what you wanted to hear and not what you really needed to hear, because they didn't know what you really needed to hear. That's called the art of public speaking. They play on your emotion. So that's getting your emotion up to a certain level, and you thinking that's spiritual. That's emotionalism. They play on your emotion. And they'd come up and they would come into some stuff and they would be talking all this good stuff, and people, yeah. But everybody's ignorant. You see what I'm saying? They play on your emotion. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Yeah. All right then.
What does he mean when they say they play on your emotion? Tribalism. Because see, when you hear that they, you better make sure you ask for specificity. Because it's easy to assume, you know, when somebody you like, it says the word they. Oh, we talking about the same thing. Me and this nigga on the same team. I've been thinking that this whole time, bro. Bro, I always thought da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fuck you. We're not on the same team. You're not talking about what I'm talking about. I know you're not. Because you ain't gonna ask. You ain't gonna say nothing. Fuck out of here. You're trying to find another team to be on so you can be the most cutting edge. Tribalism. Ooh, bruh, here's a perfect example of somebody saying nothing well. Somebody saying nothing well. Thank you, lovely. Let me go into my history. Because I have too many other things I was looking at before then. Here you go. This one, bruh. Saying nothing well. What was it I was looking at? God, here it is. Because see, look, motherfucker call you the chosen one, right? It feels so good. It finally explains why I'm the black sheep. I was chosen. Shut the fuck up. That's so dumb. So emotional, like a little kid. Fuck out of here. I want you to give you an example of somebody saying nothing well. Because you're going to hear a bunch of words I know you don't know. I'm listening to this, but I'm like, God damn, he going to kill him with this. They don't know what the fuck. Who going to ask him what any of them words mean? Nobody. It's going to feel good to hear. Boy, listen to this shit. Listen to this fucking shit.
The real chosen. This is why it's very meticulous for you to be.
String theory, standard model of
The real chosen. This is why it's very meticulous for you to be meticulous, live vicariously through those who have a true divine purpose on the planet. So this is basically equated and aligned to the analogy of a car with a dead battery, meaning that they need you to give them power. They need you to give them vitality. They need you in a form of an energy extraction to recalibrate off your energy, right? And that happens because they don't possess the 4 elements of the soul, right? So when you lack the principles and the 4 elements of the soul, which is thinking, reasoning, understanding, and willpower, those things is connected to the frequency of the soul. These 4 elements is what makes you chosen, right? Meaning that you're harmonically balanced to where you're able to reap the benefits of spiritual atonement, right? So I'm going to be breaking down the attributes of the fake chosen, right?
All right, energy harmonic convergence. All right, now you say, look, don't that feel good? Don't that feel good? You see the little chocolate motherfuckers in the back. Look at that chocolate alien back there. You love that, don't you? It's just fucking York shit again, bruh. But even Billy Carson does that. All these niggas do is the Dr. York shit, bruh. All they do is the Dr. York shit. Y'all motherfuckers out here talking non-ether. Fuck y'all, man. That shit dumb as fuck. What did he, I cannot remember what he called the book. What did he call that book? I think he called it Supreme something, no? I was looking through the case file for Dr. York's case the other day. Because I was looking at somebody talking about how he didn't, there was a question of jurisdiction in his case, and I was looking for it. I ain't see no question of jurisdiction. As a matter of fact, I saw a fucking plea agreement. But stop. Ain't no question of jurisdiction if you have a plea agreement. You waive your right to the presumption of innocence. Fuck out of here. You've already traversed. Ain't no question of jurisdiction. What was the name of that shit, bruh? Was it what he said called the tablets or something like that? The holy tablets. There we go. See, ooh, that sounds good, don't it? That sounds good. The holy tablet. And then you got you a black Jesus he got on here. Let me show you that black Jesus. Woo, that look good. Don't that look good? Well, you got you a chocolate Jesus. See, that's how you know it's different. It's a chocolate Jesus. Y'all motherfuckers, man. Uh-oh, it's got the onk on there. It's got the onk on there, so you know it must be something. Ooh. Y'all niggas getting into this stupid fucking alien shit. It's like y'all niggas really did not listen to Bobby. But stop, bud. Y'all listen to try and find what you supposed to do because you don't know. You looking for a secret motherfucker to follow you. Let me get back in the chat. I apologize, guys. J-Dog. Is that ridiculing curriculum? The image looks the same, but you may be somebody new. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Yo, what's good? It's just, okay, there we go. Yeah, it's ridiculing curriculum. Bruh, this nigga fake as hell. Yeah, bro, most of these motherfuckers fake. Look, anybody you'll see on that 5D shit, God body telekinesis niggas, anyone telling you chosen, y'all niggas ain't chosen. You're autistic. You got a touch of autism. Chocolate aliens, the big head scientist bullshit. Yeah, the Yaku. See, motherfuckers are so desperate. And I get it. I understand, because I'm telling you why. Your cosmology, they're looking for a cosmology, a cosmological narrative to nest themselves in. That is what they're looking for. They're looking for a cosmological narrative to nest themselves in Christianity, based on the cosmology. Heaven, hell, earth. There was a narrative that went along with it that gave you a past and a future so that you could fit into the narrative of the cosmos. That's what a cosmology does. All of them do it. It's natural. And so what happened? You jump out of your religions. You land right into human and materialism. And so now you don't have that narrative So you don't fit to the world. So you desperately search for one. You don't even know what the fuck you're looking for. As soon as you find somebody that's got a narrative that sound like it's good, it feel nice, you see a chocolate alien. Oh, that's a chocolate alien. They trying to hide that from me because that's a chocolate alien. Shut up. Motherfuckers are looking for a narrative to fit themselves to the cosmology. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but you have to understand the cosmology you're invoking for that to be effective. This is why materialism cannot do it for you, and all you motherfuckers will do is make pseudoscience. Materialism is void of self, observer, divinity, by design. Not to fuck you up. Fuck you, don't nobody care about you. Well, they come up on Instagram, they're looking at me. No, don't nobody care about you. Anybody telling you chosen, bruh? They're playing on your emotions. Anybody telling you they out there to distract you? They out there trying to hide the truth. It's cap. It's cap. You're special because of your non-ether hair curl. They're playing on your emotions. Right? Peep game, bruh. Women, how wonderful is it to hear? I am in the center of everything. It's all really about the feminine. You Negroes better watch out for this black girl magic. They're playing on your emotions. Fuck. It's short-sighted and ignorant. And when you're in a room where nobody will challenge what you say, you're getting fucked. You're getting fucked. Rashad Jamal. See, bro, I did a whole episode in the shitstorm about the Rashad Jamal thing. Well, because I can't get through all the shit he got, bro. But look, man, you need discernment. You cannot develop discernment in a room full of people who all agree. If somebody is teaching you and they're telling you, hey, well, what I'm saying is just my opinion, do your own research, tell that motherfucker to shut up. If all you had is your opinion, don't nobody want your 2 cents. What the fuck you gonna buy with that? Don't nobody want your 2 cents. But y'all motherfuckers will eat it up. Why? Because you waiting for your turn to come around so you can get that 2 cents. You've been waiting for that. You've been waiting to give out that 2 cents, haven't you? Ooh, that 2 cents. I feel included. Ooh, I'm part of the group again, y'all. I done found my soul family. We all twin flames, yeah. Mm-hmm. You dumb fucks. Oh, niggas ain't chose. They autistic. Yes, that needs to be a shirt. Let me continue with the Daimon guy, because look, I want to get into some of how I express this to the people who are in the guild. Because I'm gonna use this and today as a sort of an impromptu crash course. And please, I'm gonna say it again. Please, when I start talking to you about the Bookman model, don't try and connect it to something else you don't understand. You have to use something you comprehend to connect it to. You can't use something you kind of get, and then here's the thing you kind of get, and you only tell yourself you kind of get it because you don't like the feeling of telling yourself you don't get it at all. I'm gonna say that again. You tell yourself that you kind of get it because you don't like the alternative, which is tell yourself you don't get it at all. Almost don't count. Unless it's horseshoes or hand grenades, almost does not count. If you kind of get it, go ahead and do yourself a favor. Tell yourself you don't get it. Don't even waste your time with kinda get it. God, I'm gonna piss myself off. I'm gonna piss myself off. All right, pull it back up, bro. I'm so sorry. Let me pull it back up. Oh man, I'm gonna piss myself off fucking with this shit, bro. Y'all have no idea. I am gonna piss myself off. All right, here, let me pull it back up.
Such that it could lead to great personal misfortune. It doesn't care whether you have a salary at the end of the month, food on your table tomorrow, or a roof over your head next time it rains. It doesn't care about that. And you would be a useless tool of nature if you didn't have any of those things. So you have to engage in a kind of dialogue with the impersonal will. Not negotiation, well, maybe even negotiation, but not bargaining. A dialogue to say, well, you are not me, you are the daimon, and I'm now going to have a dialogue with you so we can find some middle ground here, so I can have what to eat and I can have sufficient money in the bank to play a meaningful social role. But beyond that, I will do your bidding. And the only way to have that inner dialogue is to personify what is impersonal, to personify the will of nature as it's trying to express itself through you. So that's another reason I personify it and I call it the daimon. So my life is a life of service to the daimon, but I dialogue with it because I don't want to be crushed by it. And believe you me, the impersonal will of nature can crush you, just like a tornado can destroy your house, just like a tsunami can destroy half a country. You know, the will of nature is a force of nature. It's very impersonal, like a hurricane, like a tsunami, like a tornado, like a solar flare. That's what you're dealing with here. It's not bound by the limits of one little human being. So dialogue with it, not bargaining. Bargaining is impossible, but dialogue with it is essential. And you know, personifying it and attaching a metaphor, a symbol to it, the daimon, is useful to me, at least.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I hope you saw it. You said the daimon sounds like the do what thou wilt shit. Finding your true will. It is not your true will. See that you that jumped in there real quick? That wants to try and be, oh, it's part of me. No. That's where motherfuckers fuck up. I'm telling you. It's impersonal will. Be careful with that word true. It feels good. It's impersonal will. Just like that will that's playing the video game. Because you want to call that true will? It's the true will. What if somebody else get up and play the game? The whole will just switched. Now is it false will? No. It's an impersonal will. This is why it's so important to get in there and dig through the fucking personality. This is more than half of what shadow work is, but motherfuckers just think it's about feeling better. I'm so serious, bro. You have to be able to make that distinction between your personality and other things. I'm so serious, because this is what happens when motherfuckers do the you or you and you and you and you and you. It all becomes personality. And then it becomes inspirational, and now you're back to religion. Watch out with that word true. Okay? Impersonal, it's an impersonal type of will. And see, at that point, we're still not even talking about will. The idea of will is invoking a particular cosmology. Tell me, Western science, where's will? Right? Where's will? What are you invoking? What cosmological order or model do you invoke by saying that? I want to say Schopenhauer, but I get the Europeans confused. I will be honest, I get the Europeans confused. Like, bro, motherfuckers be like, they be knowing these actors in movies and shit. Especially if it's white dude. I'm like, bro, I don't remember this nigga name. You had to do some good acting for me to remember your name, but the will. What was this motherfucker's name? What was his name? What was his name? Medieval philosophy. No, it wasn't medieval. It's early modern. It's probably early modern. Hobbes. Maybe it's Hobbes. The name Hobbes sounds familiar, but I don't... Spinoza! There we go. Spinoza was the name I was thinking of. All right, but they also have Locke and Hume. Okay? Look, the Library of Alexandria, where you might have found some of this shit, is gone. It's got their faces and names on it. Stop being worried about it. Look these people up. Comprehend the ideas they were conveying. Why? Because they're cool and they're the authority? No. It's because, bro, you've never contended with these ideas. All you've done is found what feels good in a room full of people who will not disagree with you. That's what spirituality is missing these days, bro. Intellectual rigor. Intellectual rigor. Aries, what is intellectual rigor? Let's look it up for you. Because I don't want to just be talking outside of my neck, and I don't just want to say, hey, you do the research, because you're not. I'll look it up for you. Come on, look, daddy home, bro. I'll do it for you. I don't need mine. Come on. Because it could be as simple as you looking it up on your phone, but you won't. You got other things to do, right? What does intellectual rigor mean? Intellectual, oh, can you really say it? You can say it a little bit. You can say it a little bit. You can say it a little bit. I'll read it. Intellectual rigor is the ability to make well-reasoned arguments that are supported by logic and evidence. Intellectually rigorous individuals are able to convince others about their idea because they are rooted in research and backed by solid evidence. Intellectual rigor. You see, nothing you guys cite can ever really be considered evidence. Why? Because anything you say gets to be evidence, and no one will disagree. That's why it's not going to work. That's why this can't be a science with you motherfuckers and your sophistry. What is sophistry? It's not philosophy. Look, I'm not going to just say stuff. I'm not just going to say stuff. Because sophistry is not philosophy. Metaphysics is philosophy. You motherfuckers who don't understand metaphysics is philosophy and you got your mouth running, this is sophistry. What is sophistry? Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Sophistry. Now, subtly deceptive reasoning or argument. Oh, I want to get something closer. Where is it? The original sophist. Hard to it. I want to look that up later. That word. Anyways, here's what it said out here. Sophistry is reasoning that seems plausible on a superficial level, but is actually unsound, or reasoning that is used to deceive. Okay? It's seemingly plausible. It seems plausible. See, if somebody's saying something and the furthest you can get in understanding it is telling them what it seems like they're saying, that's a sign that you didn't understand what they were saying. Oh, it seems like you're saying this. That's your feelings. That's your feelings, because you're thinking with your feelings when you do that. When you're going on what it seems like. But I tell you one thing, ridiculing curriculum. Do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. I'm here with that. I'm here with that. See, motherfuckers, you get what you ask for. Motherfuckers will use that to justify doing what they already wanted to do. So they don't understand what it. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Ain't nothing else. Ain't no other rule. See, a lot of motherfuckers are trying to do what they do to rebel against something else. They missed it. You think you out here waking up religious people? Bitch, you ain't awake. God damn it. Don't be a dick to them. I'm a piece of shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Can I spell? Impersonal, not influenced by, showing, or involving personal feelings. Thank you. Thank you. This is why I make the distinction between ego and personal pride. Ego is not your personal pride. More often than not, it's your personal pride that's in the way. Ego is structural. Ego is structural. It's like blaming bricks for something. But only conception motherfuckers have is the devil, so they change the word. It's my ego. It's my lower self. Oh! And I gotta get to my higher self. You changed the words. You changed what you think, but not how you think. How do I know that? Because you don't even question what is you. What you is stays the same. Why? Because all you were looking for was a new narrative to fit yourself into so that you feel better. And once you've done that, now you feel you done reached the upper room. The upper room. You're wrong. You're wrong. And you're not going to know you're wrong because you're in a room full of people who will never disagree with you, who will never challenge you. I know a motherfucker I used to do consults with, man. This motherfucker would like to, he would like to risk, but only in controlled environments. So he wanted manicured risk. He wanted controlled risk. Conditioned risk that not only was it conditioned, but he could then brag about. As if it was unconditioned risk. Let's stop, man. Y'all motherfuckers, I'm telling you, looking for a baby crib. You're so desperate to be treated like mommy's still around. You miss it. But you also want to get the benefits of being treated like you a real nigga. No, you ain't no grown man with that shit. Daddy's home, bro. Y'all better get out that kid shit. Quit playing. Reminds me of Panic saying that you got to change your thought process. Yes. Yes. See, motherfuckers will listen, but they ain't get it. They ain't chew. They just went whatever felt good, right? You want to change how you think. Not what you think. There's not a bunch of new words. Because if that's the case, you may as well just color Jesus chocolate and put him in the air. I was talking about Kamazats before in another episode. Aztec, I think. Or Mayan. One of the Central South American deities. He's a god of the underworld. The underworld for them was underground, in caves. Like, the deepness in caves. That's why bats were part of a symbol of that. You see them coming out the underworld, right? The limits of their comprehension of the world around them is where the divine begins. For any and everyone. That's why it says motherfuckers think they comprehend space and cells and technology. I understand this. No, you don't. You don't even. Stop. Because motherfuckers feel they understand that, you can place all these ridiculous stories outside of the bounds of their ability to check it. Nobody was going in that fucking cave. Everyone you knew that was the underworld. Plenty of stories of motherfuckers going in there never coming back. Plenty of stories. It's in the cosmology of your people. Niggas ain't going in there. How many of you niggas going to space? I'm not telling you space ain't real. It's real. I'm going to say space is real. I'm not telling you it's not real. What the fuck do your dumb ass know about it? Over here telling motherfuckers about the different races of aliens. Telling motherfuckers about the different races of aliens. How the fuck do you know any of that? How the fuck you know any of that? You want to tell me all the scientists are lying, but you can't let go of melanin and carbon? So they're not lying about that part. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man. Change the mask, but the face behind it is the same. Yes, they never question what is you. See, it's easy to say you are the cup that drinks you, in you, and it goes into you and comes out of you, through you, and then recombines with all the you that is you. Don't you understand? This is what I want to get into. Because I'm about to go to war against this sophistry, bro. All this quiet of the storm that I got here in the guideposts, I'm not gonna stop it. But I can't ignore the storm. I'm raising the water level, bro. I'm about to drown all these niggas in their own bullshit. I'm about to raise the water level. If you out here teaching, watch out. I'm so serious, man. Because it can all be so simple. And motherfuckers out here selling you and peddling to you bullshit. Who was the other motherfucker? Who was the other motherfucker these motherfuckers keep suggesting to me? Don't be mad about that. I'm not mad that you suggested it. I'm mad that you can't see the difference. And I got to go through all this to get you to see the difference. Where is this motherfucker? He gonna pop up. He gonna pop up. Because this is what happened. This is what happened. This is why I don't like watching reels. Because when I watch it, then Instagram think I like reels. So when I watch it on YouTube, YouTube think I like this motherfucker too. Where this motherfucker at? Where this motherfucker at? Because I remember, oh no, I remember his name. Now I remember the channel. There it is. See? This motherfucker. This one. This motherfucker's talking about the Kalipov and DNA. These motherfuckers say what you want to hear. If you can't smell your own bullshit, you will not be able to discern this. Trickster demons? Oh, this must be it. How demons trick you? Oh, oh. Shut up, you Christians. You spooky Christians. Oh, your intuition. Your strong feelings. Your strong feelings. That's what we're talking about, right? God, see, I hate how gullible children are. I want to call them stupid, but they're not stupid. They're dumb. I hate how gullible you are. Ah! But in a room where everybody agrees, you can't get to the details. All you can do is walk in and give you 2 cents. And eventually, that check fire facts ain't gonna taste as good. You're gonna start looking around and you're like, man, are these motherfuckers even really understanding what I'm saying? No. It's emotionalism. Yo, what's good? General Ruger. Good to see you, man. Was supposed to join when I saw the notification. Gonna rewatch the show. Please do, man. Matter of fact, go back through all this shit. Bro, I got more content than most of these motherfuckers, man. I got more content than most of these motherfuckers, bro. And it's not me reading you a book. It's not me. I don't know how many times I seen Ravonna Noon just read a nigga book. You either read a nigga book or interview people because they don't have original content. They don't have original ideas. None of them do. Fuck! But you can't tell because you don't know what you're looking at to begin with. That's your problem. You're trying to use cosmologies that were not made to fit you. You're trying to use cosmologies that were not made to fit you. How come there were no penguins in the Egyptian pantheon? Not because something's wrong with penguins. It's because if you'd put it in there, the cosmology wouldn't have fit people who lived in the Nile Valley. And here you go want to look at a goat-headed demon. Bitch, you don't know nothing about no goats. You saw a goat once at a petting zoo. The motherfuckers who that shit was made for raised goats. From baby to grown to slaughter, they trading goats, goat milk. Bruh, stop. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just pick and choose what the fuck they want, just like the old Christians did, man. This is why I made the Bookman model, a cosmology to fit contemporary motherfuckers. So that you, in the world you live in and perceive today, can fit to it. That's why I'm not going to show you a crocodile. Nigga, you went to the zoo once. You had a zoo book when you were a kid. Remember zoo books? Who remember zoo books? Who remember zoo books? There you go. Remember this? You had one of these when you was a kid, right? And so now, you just on the cutting edge. I always knew about crocodiles. Go to the picture. Oh, man, come on. Why is direct access denied? What kind of fuck shit is that? Y'all remember zoo books? Remember zoo books? Y'all niggas got the zoo book on crocodile or goat, and now you assume, really, I'm tapping in. I know this shit. I'm on the cutting edge. I done got to the upper room. No. And it's okay not to get it. It's okay to be ignorant. Ignorance is the precursor to knowledge. Before you know, you gotta not know. But most of you jumped over the I don't know part because you were running from Christianity. You were rebelling against what you thought you understood. As opposed to learning. Like my pops used to say, don't believe in the hype. Hell no, don't believe in the hype, boy. The hype will feed your emotions. Before I get into what I want to talk about, which is the Bookman model, because I want to give you a bit of something you can use here. Something that's made for people who exist today. Most of the shit motherfuckers is telling you is not made for the people who exist today. Hell yeah, remember them shits, right? The zoo books, nigga. See, niggas that got a zoo book on crocodiles think they on the cutting edge. I don't know. I remember these, but these remind me of book fairs at school. Yeah, I think you could get them at book fairs. See, bro, I'm telling my age with that shit. It's funny. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to play the video again. Not the one about the diamond. Not that one. The one about Bobby. I'm going to have Bobby let you know. Because if I say it, I'm just a hater. If Bobby say it, it's damn near Jesus done said it. Listen.
And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then. They play on your emotion. Saying nothing well and playing on your emotion. Tell a person what they want to hear and say nothing well. You can say nothing if you can say it well. They play on your emotion. And that's the problem with our people. They have been teaching you what you wanted to hear and not what you really needed to hear because they didn't know what you really needed to hear. That's called the art of public speaking. They play on your emotion. So that's getting your emotion up to a certain level and you thinking that's spiritual, that's emotionalism. They play on your emotion. And they'll come up and they would come into some stuff and they would be talking all this good stuff and people, yeah. But everybody's ignorant. You see what I'm saying? They play on your emotion. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Yeah. All right then. And if everybody agreeing on the same...
That video is going to become a staple of whatever I do next. I'm so serious. You see how I got it? I'm setting something up. I don't even know what it is yet. But I know it's not linear. So I'm not rushing it. I'm going to get this piece now, this piece here, this piece here, and this piece here. By the time I get to where I'm going, I'm going to be like, oh, that's what it was. Watch. I'm about proud. Because I can't just sit here and be nice. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of all the fucking mommy. God damn it. Get the 10-year rest. That's mine. Fuck don't make milk for you no more. Might as well use anime as the new pantheons. Well, might as well. Might as well. Zoobook was Animorphs. Ooh, Animorphs was the shit, bro. I loved Animorphs. Yeah, I've already been talking about these are the new pantheons, the new gods. All right? Because the age of the warring gods is over. The age of the warring gods is over. These motherfuckers are amalgamating in a way that was never possible. This is one of the best clips I saw from Bobby Hemmett. Me too. I'm telling you, bro. That's going to become a staple. All right, so this is what I want to do, guys. This is what I want to do. Already an hour and a half in. This is what we're going to do, man. I want to get into this. No, this isn't the one I want. Where's the one I want? See, I'm going to give you some of this shit on the private. No. I'm pretty sure I can pull it from the Bookman model. If I can pull it from the Bookman model, I'm doing even better. All right, check me out, guys. Check me out. Your cosmological model needs to fit you to reality, to the world you perceive, okay? It needs to fit you to the world you perceive. How does it does that? All of them, especially the good ones, especially the popular ones, are going to answer these 3 questions for you. Most people run away from religion. They don't even understand what utility it served for them. And so they're desperately trying to find something to fill a hole they don't even realize they have. They answer these 3 questions for you. The answers to these 3 questions are not about what is right. Let your school trauma go for just a moment. These questions, the answers to these questions form the foundation of what it means to be right in that cosmology. The Egyptians answered the first question. What they gonna give you? Something like the waters of noon, right? The waters of noon. You ask a Christian. Well, it's heaven. Heaven is the beginning. Heaven and hell and earth. Who's right? We're not talking about right and wrong right then. See, here at this level of analysis, it's not that everyone's right. It's that there's no foundation for what constitutes the category of right. The answers to these questions build that up. But see, you're not going to figure that out by taking little pieces from all these different cosmologies. I'm going to grab a leg bow over here. I like this. It resonates with me. Uh-oh, what is that? Is that... I'm gonna take some Vishnu over here. I like Vishnu. He looks cool. Did you see his pants? Oh, God. What's another one? Oh, I'm gonna get Anubis. Anubis. And now, let me grab the chakras from over here. Oh, this feels so good. You guys are wrong. And you're not wrong because there's a right answer. You're wrong because you don't understand what you're doing, what you're touching. Just like a baby will pick up some stupid shit and put it in their mouth. Animorphs was a show too. The show was alright. I ain't gonna lie. The show was alright. That's old school shows, man. This is good. This is it. I'm glad streams exist. Experience triumphs people's words. I'm grateful for the plans. Yeah, the streams and shit will help you get you out of your own way. What people call an ego death, it's not a death of ego. Personal pride. Personal pride. And it's like a weed in a garden. Just because I'll clip, it's dead. The garden looks so much better now. Everything feels nice. It's coming back. What? That's why I have immigration. Because it's coming back, inevitably. But you have to learn what it is and how to contend with it. And just pushing it off as, my ego died. No, it didn't die. You stopped holding on to it like you've been doing. It didn't die. You loosened your grip. Bro, it can all be so simple, but when you're in a room full of people who no one can disagree, somebody's wrong. Somebody's wrong. All of these cosmologies are going to answer these three questions. And if they're good cosmology, they'll do it seamlessly. They'll answer these questions so good that you never question it. Christians don't question the existence of heaven. It's not to say whether or not they're right or wrong about that. They are fit to their cosmology. They are nested in the world that they perceive. How do you do that? We start with the at-large. What's the basic ontology of the cosmology? What is the basic fundamentals? Okay, you gave me the basic fundamentals. What exists in context of that? Mind you, you have nothing to do with you yet. Remember, let's do it Christians. Reality at large. Heaven, hell, earth. It can be also simple, right? What exists in context of that at large? Well, you got God and angels, the devil and demons, man and woman. Very simple. Heaven has God and angels. Hell has the devil and demons, right? And earth has man and woman. I gave you the at-large and the in context. But next you can say, okay, cool. I understand how that works. You probably don't. I understand how that works. What does it have to do with me? How do I fit into it? Oh, you know what? That's a fucking good question. Third question. What is the narrative or continuity between the two? Between what two? Between that at-large and in context. Christian, right? What's the narrative? Well, Satan fell, Lucifer fell, then Adam fell, and then Christ fell only to rise. Gave you the past. But, just so y'all know, that nigga Jesus coming back. Uh-oh. I gave you the future. So if I give you the past and the future, what does that allow you to do with your experience of now? It fits you into the cosmological narrative. This is why you can't do that in materialism. This is why you niggas try and be scientific and it's just pseudo-scientific. Because materialism doesn't come with a narrative continuity. In fact, it's made not to have it. And so you can't just plug it in and think it is going to be okay. You can't. It's made not to have it. This is what I mean. Motherfuckers just trying to make an aquarium with bleach. Even if you do mostly water and try and put bleach in there, you're going to fuck up the whole thing. Because what you're trying to use is made specifically not to do what you're trying to do. There's no instance where you're going to find bleach sustaining life. There's no instance where you're going to find bleach sustaining life. By that same respect, materialism and all the artifacts of space-time, melanin, carbon, magnetosphere, electromagnetic spectrum, dark energy, dark matter, antimatter, quarks, Higgs boson, all of it, artifacts of space-time. None of those are going to give you a narrative continuity. So then what happens? Motherfuckers believe ridiculous stories and claim this must be the thing. Chocolate aliens? Chocolate rain! Your chocolate aliens, right? Or your reptilians that live in the planet who are controlling you with nanobites in your food and they came so they can mine the gold from the planet? Oh, it's Enlil and the Anunnaki! Why do people believe stuff like that? Third question. They're trying to take those two answers they got so far, all the materialism, and add a narrative continuity. So this is basically what you're doing. I'm making an aquarium, right? Okay, I got some water. I got some water, but really, it's gotta have a bleach. This is where you fuck it up. All your particles, melanin, carbon, cells, metabolism, spooky back oil, special nerves in the brain, glands in the body, all materialism. You don't understand. And you don't understand because you're not examining the tools you're using to build whatever the fuck is you trying to build and then tell niggas about. Fuck, man. I'm definitely joining the guild in July. Just now learning about your classes. Hey, man, yeah. Go ahead and jump on the waiting list. Here, this is how you can do it. Oh, look at that. This is our website, right? There's a little menu thing up at the top. Boom. Oh, services. Duh. It's underneath services. You just hit the guild. Oh, no, I don't know if you can see it. Well, you'll see this when you go there. Very simple. All right. Scroll down, give you a little information. This shows you when the next one is. See, everybody who's in there right now, y'all got about another 75 days of me. See, we be in the first week. Motherfuckers be trying to get to the point quick. And I'm like, we got 3 months. Slow down. I'm going to get you. I'm going to answer all the questions. Wait, I'm telling you, we got 75 more days of this shit. You can get all the information you want. You can get some of the videos. But right there at the bottom, this will put you on the wait list, okay? You'll be the first person to be informed when the doors open up. That way you don't have to worry about remembering. Now, don't go ahead and spend your money. Go put the money aside. Go ahead and put the money aside. It's always going to be 300. Your first season is always 300, okay? If you want to come back after that, it's 100. If you stay in and continue. Okay, so jump in. Because you get 3 months. Who else teaches you for 3 months? Nobody. And you say areas. You tell me once, I'm going to understand. I got motherfuckers I've been talking to for years. Swear they listen. They really want me to believe, yeah, Arius, I get it. And then finally get in here, open their mouth. Oh, it's not the brain? Oh, man, I was wrong as fuck. I know. I've been telling you was wrong as fuck. Motherfuckers think I'm just trying to be a dick. Look, I'm a dick. I'm a piece of shit. I'm mean. I'm awful. I'm not nice. I'm a hater. You're right. That doesn't mean I'm not correct about this. You're wrong and don't understand. But it's okay because we can get you there. This is what I do. Don't worry, kids. Daddy's home. No more sassiness. There we go. That's what I wanted. Boom. So yeah, man, get in the guild, bro. This is what I do. This is what I do. Everybody, you're always willing to challenge me. You're always free to challenge me on anything. There's a special spot in the guild on the public side. You can ask a question about anything. You can comment about anything. You can send emails. You can send DMs. You can comment on here. Please. Because anybody who has no questions, but they just watching and watching and watching, you don't understand. You don't understand. I know you don't understand. OMG, chocolate Ray. I'm looking at my wife over that shit. It's crazy. People believe that because it feels good, it's the cope with reality. Yes, it's the cope with reality. I do it too. There you go. And make sure you call yourself out. See, that's the first part. Some people can't even get past that. And this is why though, because they've used all the spiritual as a cope. And so they've never actually examined it as long as it gets them to feel good. It's their new heroin. They just Kundalini. Oh. That's what you do on heroin, right? You hit it and it just, but you're feeling good after that, I guess. You gotta feel real good if I just threw up. Oh no. Oh no. Hey man, to each their own, bro. To each their own. Like some people don't like to smoke. Hey, I get it. Anyways, let me get back to this. No more sassiness. Yes, sir. No more sassiness. Out here pretty and pink. These niggas kill me, bro. I'm talking shit. I ain't gonna be sassy with you. These motherfuckers want to be a little girl, bro. This shit kills me. They want all the benefits of a little girl and they want to call themselves a real nigga. Shut up. Shut up. Stop. So I call these the existential essentials. These are the fundamentals of a cosmology. Okay? You need to know what it is at large, what it is in context of that at large, And then you need a narrative continuity. The narrative continuity is going to allow you to create methodology. All those questions of how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? That is a methodological question. You're asking for a method, a how. In order to answer a question of how, you have to have the fundamentals underneath. Let me give you an example. Christianity. I'm going to keep using it because I know you know it. Shit. Can you say it without Jesus in it? Just say Kundalini. Say 0 point energy for me, please. Can you say 0 point energy? Oh, you're just like a Christian. Can you just add Jesus in there? Can I hum Jesus? Remember that from Panic? Can I hum Jesus? That's what you niggas is doing. Can you say 0 point energy? Materialist fucks. Don't be a dick. Christian cosmology. How do you take the fundamentals of Christianity and get to methodology? Right? It's easy. What do? Remember, fundamentals. Heaven, hell, earth. They give you all the in context. Angels, demons, man and woman. Okay, so now that I have the the base and the in context, what I can do is give you a narrative. And the narrative is telling you about everything they talked about. Heaven and the angels, demons and hell, the devil and earth and man and woman. The narrative includes all of those things, right? And by virtue of the narrative, you develop a methodology. Wow, okay, once again, here we go. The narrative. It gives you the past. It tells you what happened already. Fall of Lucifer, the fall of Adam, the fall of Christ, and his resurrection. There's your past. Then it gives you the future. Jesus and them coming back. So now you sit in the now, and from there, based on that information, you create methodologies. And there's so many methodologies you can create. You can take that narrative and say, okay, Jesus coming back. I need to go to church every Sunday and put some money in that plate. Or you can say, Jesus coming back? Well, I'm a sinner like a motherfucker. I'm going to just punish myself with the whip. You see that nigga in Da Vinci Code? Just punch. Fuck me. I'm a sinner. Perfectly reasonable. You can say, Jesus coming back. So I'm going to take this here little pamphlet and knock on your door on a Tuesday morning. Have you heard about the Lord? Take a watchtower. What do we do with Islam? All right, Allah is watching. So what am I going to do? I'm going to raise some money with this bean pie and this cup of fruit. Uh-oh. I'm going to make sure we support financially the nation. Right? I'm going to take a trip to a big black cube in the desert. I'm not telling you whether or not that's right or wrong. The degree to which it's right or wrong is based on the context of the cosmology. So y'all run away from Christianity because you say, oh, it's fake, it's not real. It ain't the truth. But you never contend with what constitutes the category. What makes something real? True. What is you? See, real, true, these are philosophical concepts and not just some shit nobody's thought about. Motherfuckers have been thinking about this for millennia. Millennia. It is not new to have these thoughts. What's new is the cosmology and how you define you. It's part of the reason I say human is a lie. See, I got motherfuckers who repeat that shit back to me because all they know is that because they say it inspirationally. And look me in the face like I'm supposed to be convinced that they're doing the work. I know you're not. I know you're not because that's all you got to say. I know you don't even understand that, but it feels good. Whew. Calling yourself out hurts. It hurts at first because your expectation is you're better than what you found. I'm better than this. I should know these things already. I should understand that. I should have thought of this. Shoulda, woulda, couldas. See, what hurts is getting rid of that shoulda, woulda, coulda. I get it. I'm not telling you you're wrong for that. I get it. But once you make it a lifestyle, it's fun. It don't hurt. That's why I tell motherfuckers to lean into that shit. But they don't. They tell me about the new thing they created. Here's the new deity I made, Aries. Aries, tell me about how to engage the primordial in my everyday life. Oh, I almost hit a vein again. I almost hit an artery. You ain't lying, Ruger. Typo, J-Dog. Oh, J-Dog. Oh, man. Okay, let me continue. Because I want to get to what we can talk about this daemon. I don't call it a daemon in this cosmology because I want to keep it away from being what motherfuckers expect that they know. You say daemon, and it seems like demon because that's all you got in your pocket, and you don't want to look at yourself and say, my pocket's full of bullshit. No, I've got all these pieces I've been studying for years, Arius. I read these books. But you don't understand. And you don't understand, because everybody in the room that you learned that from refuses to disagree with you. Could you imagine if you went through grade school and the teachers never told you you were wrong? Any and everything anyone said, the teacher would sit up there, no child left behind, and say, great job, Billy. Stuart, do you have an answer? Excellent work. Tina, what is your answer? Oh, check, fire and facts. That's not how learning works. If you're sitting around and no one's contending with what you believe, what you think you know, you're not learning. Motherfuckers are scared to learn because school hurts so much. But once again, that's not the world. That's you. That's your bullshit. Daimon or Demon, finna be a great video. Hell yeah, man. Look, man, you gotta run it back because you missed the beginning part. You gotta run it back. Thank you for keeping it 1,000 with this about everything. Hey, man, I'm gonna do it because look, real shit. I don't do it because I like y'all. I don't do it because we're friends. I do it because motherfuckers are in my front yard talking shit. Stupid pseudoscience. Bro, I enjoy metaphysics. I enjoy occultism. It's my life. And then here you come with bullshit. And not just that, motherfuckers can't tell the difference. And that makes me even more pissed off. Oh, like imagine you were competent in fixing cars, right? You knew how to put a car together from just pieces all the way up to a Ferrari. You know, I just put it together. You get what the pieces are, right? You had to study with that. You had to be wrong a lot. And then here comes some motherfucker never even opened the hood of a car. Never even opened the hood of a car, but has the audacity to tell you, oh, you just brainwashed. Really, you don't understand that the turbine of the gas pedal infuses the alternator to the transmission. And see, that's what the exhaust really is. I'm not even a car person, and I know that's bullshit. But for a motherfucker who don't know, that sound good. I can say nothing well. Saying nothing well. It's no wrong with being wrong. Exactly, right? The precursor to knowing is ignorance, and you have to really embrace the ignorance. So many people are embarrassed about their own ignorance, but they're too busy telling everybody they're the fool and trying to point out other folks' ignorance. No. We're gonna show you. What's your perception about school and college? For sure, I will definitely run it back. We've always had centers of learning as long as you've had civilization. What most people don't comprehend is the school is an arm of colonialism. Just like the religious units are the first military units. Okay, school is an arm of colonization. Look, Massa ain't teach Kunta how to count to 100. He ain't teach them how to read. Why? Because I don't need you to know nothing. Nigga, there is 7 hay bales over there. The most you need to count is 10. Who the fuck taught you to count with them toes too? Kill him. Kill him. He knows too much. Count higher than 10. You know too much. Can read a book. You know too much. Now motherfuckers can count to whatever number they want to. They can read anything they want to. And won't. See, Kunta Kinte was enslaved. You niggas are slaves. But by virtue of your ignorance, you have to attack your ignorance like it's chains and a whip from some white person. That'll get you off your ass, won't it? Niggas. I'm telling you, bro. So people go, well, why did I learn this in school? Because it's an arm of colonialism. It's made to not only separate the children from the parents, but to miseducate the children. That way you can co-opt the children. It's very standard practice. It's very standard practice. But here's the thing. This is the information age, bro. You can learn whatever you want. But the trick is you gotta learn how to learn. You gotta learn how to learn. So I'm gonna teach you, right? What you think I'm gonna do? What they did for you in school? Here's the book you need to read. Y'all niggas love that, don't you? Y'all niggas love that. You guys sit right there and listen to me tell you this, and now you're learning. Right? That's what you want, ain't it? Save yourself. You have to learn how to learn again. You have to contend with what it means to know. Beyond feeling good. I'm so serious, bro. It's killing me. In my front yard taking a shit, bro. Like they a dog or something. And they want to give me metaphysical axioms as if they saying something. Well, you know, Aries, at the end of the day, it's all one thing. And? All right, let me go fuck your girl. Let me kick your child in the face. Give me the money in your pocket. At the end of the day, it's all one thing, right? Well, no, you know, really. Okay, then shut the fuck up. Oh, God. I always hated school. I hated the album. I had an album I made called School, Socially Corrupting Humans' Outlook on Life. I mean, I didn't hate school. Well, no. I hated school as well. But I love learning. I love researching. I did well in school. Here's where I fucked up though. Letting those motherfuckers know I could comprehend shit. Because once they put you in advanced classes, they put you in advanced classes for the rest of your life. I was so mad. Most of my friends weren't in class with me. I had to make friends with motherfuckers I wasn't friends with. It was just... That shit used to piss me off. Like the niggas I knew from home... Nah, he ain't in my class. I got this weird looking motherfucker. This nigga, I would have swore he was autistic, but apparently he's advanced. I'm fucking with these niggas. Learning, like bro, I don't want to learn about this extra shit. So I have to do extra work because I understand. Bro, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. So how do you correctly learn? You challenge what you know. You try and destroy it. You have to develop your comprehension, your capacity to discern. Most people, when they feel good about what they've heard, they say, oh, it resonates with me. That's my intuition. It's a strong feeling. It's a strong feeling. You feel good. And that's not the sign that you understand. All right? Reading is essential. Like, because I was talking to me and my wife, we were going through some of the, some definitions in the legal dictionary. Get in the dictionaries. You will see words you'll never hear the niggas you live with say. You'll never hear that. Estoppel. Usufruct. Freehold. What you think I mean? Freehold? Fee? Fieri Facisis? Uh-oh. Is she still speaking English? See, motherfuckers' problem is y'all don't know English. You know English like a slave knew it. But you can't tell because you inundated with other slave motherfuckers and you're using them to determine whether or not you get it. Your ignorance is your chains. You have to fight against ignorance. Not just so you can get to know. You want to comprehend what it means to know. Bruh, epistemology. There's a whole study of knowing. Ontology. There's a whole study of what it means for something to be real. to be true. It's the information age. You have everything you could want to know in your pocket. Double check. Like I love to say, measure twice, cut once. And if you find some shit that you feel good about, measure 4 times and cut once. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. What's deeper measures than autism? Occult meaning of autism? Bro, did you just ask me the occult meaning of autism? What? The occult meaning of autism? Oh my God. I know. He asked me that. I get why. Give me a second. I don't want to be pissed off at you. Here we go. You ever had a dream, right? Dreams seem really crazy, really weird, and you thinking to yourself, what does this mean? What does this mean? Right? Or some event happens in life, and once again, damn, what does this mean? What's the message behind this? The reason people find themselves in that position so often is because of their underlying fundamentals of their cosmology. Meaning, their cosmology does not give them any meaning to the world, so they're consistently looking for it. This is why you need that narrative continuity. With the Egyptians talking about autism, with the Aztecs talking about autism, with the Arctic Inuits talking about autism, were they talking about melanin, magnetosphere? What are you invoking when that comes up? Because see, if you want to know about autism, fuck with the people who tell you about its existence. I ain't got no occult meaning to none of this materialism. I'm not going to tell you there's an occult meaning to your bones, your blood, your metabolism, your melanin, your carbon, your Higgs boson, your magnetosphere, your electromagnetic spectrum. I ain't got no answer for you. I'll be so serious. But I tell you what, I doubt there's any occult meaning to it. I doubt that. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. But the reason you're looking for meaning for things like that is because the pieces you have, the at large and the in context you have right now, materialism, doesn't give you a narrative continuity. And the narrative continuity is what gives you meaning. That's how you comprehend meaning. Example. What's the meaning of a rainbow for a Christian? What's the meaning of a rainbow? It's a symbol of the covenant that God made with man after the flood. That is what a rainbow is. The narrative continuity of your cosmology gives you meaning. It tells you what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do, why I'm supposed to do. Materialism, by its design, does not have that. It can't tell you meaning. Atoms, melanin, quarks, subatomic particles, magnetosphere, electromagnetic spectrum, dark energy, antimatter. None of those things can explain meaning to you. And so when you're dealing with that cosmology, bro, you're going to constantly end up in that place. Anyone who's telling you about unlocking a gland, DNA, melanin is carbon, that's so wrong. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. So I'm not mad at you. But I'm telling you, you're not going to find an occult meaning to that. Because everything in materialism is devoid of meaning. There's no meaning in materialism. None. There's no meaning in brain function. You ever seen in India one of them kids who were born with deformities and got a bunch of extra legs or arms or something like that? Now you ask a materialist, first of all, there's no meaning to it. It's a genetic mutation. See? Nothing. Like bleach, right? Like bleach. It's like fucking bleach. There's no meaning to it. Because all you're doing is tracking behavior. You're predicting behavior. It's a genetic mutation. I'm not going to tell you that's wrong. But if you ask motherfuckers from their cosmology, they'll see one of their deities incarnated. Not everybody will say it. Not everybody sees it. I'm not saying who's right or wrong. I'm telling you about getting meaning. Because if the parents ask the materialist, what's going on with my child? It's a genetic mutation. No meaning. If they ask somebody from Santadharma, right? From Hinduism, from their own shit. Well, clearly, such and such God has manifested in your home. This must mean that you've been given a boon by this particular God. You've been blessed. Your home has been blessed. Your cosmology gives rise to meaning. Okay? So you're not going to find an occult meaning behind autism unless somebody's just making shit up. You're not going to find an occult meaning to melanin, magnetosphere, any of that. You're not. You're going to get pseudoscience. That's why niggas is trying to telekinesis stuff. So I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm going out of my way. Because I just want to eviscerate. But I don't need to do that. Because I understand why you asked the question. I lost myself in the chat. Excuse me. Discernment is good. Discernment is all you got. And look, in a world where anyone and everyone can lie to you, in a world where you're susceptible to your own emotional bias, your greatest weapon is discernment. And he who can discern well can learn well. All right, look. I got a section of wire here, and I have a pen. The shape is similar. But motherfuckers who don't know how to discern will say, well, these must be the same thing. And then they start trying to build an explanation off of that. But how wrong is that? Because look, they are similar. But two things that are similar are not the same. What I just do, I just made a distinction between similar and same. See, this is what people do. Fucking melanin has carbon, and so they say it is carbon. It's poor reasoning. It's poor reasoning. It's a misunderstanding of the fundamentals. And motherfuckers don't check the fundamentals because they swear they got it because they announce that Christianity's fake. Gotta get in here. You gotta get in here and do the research for real, bro. You gotta get in here and do the research. Gotta ask questions, man. I'm so serious. ZJ, good to see you in the chat. Literally gotta question everything. Shit scares me sometimes. At first, it feels like, first of all, it feels like you have to question everything, right? I'm good. It feels like you have to question everything because you haven't built up any questioning of things. Like a lot of people who didn't like school, who maybe weren't good at school, what they did is they got good at repeating what they were told. Why? Because it's going to be on the test. And you wanted to pass the test. Right? So you get good at repeating what somebody tells you. You start to develop the idea that that is learning. When I can repeat back the words somebody told me. But it's not learning. It's repetition. I know I've talked about the different densities of knowing. I'm going to show you some of the private side of the guild. I keep this in the study materials. And when you join the guild, you can download all this shit. Please, anything you find that you can get your hands on, take it. Do whatever you want with it. I don't care. Go ahead, come in my fridge and steal my food. Take the paper towels and the toilet paper. Don't go buy none. And tell me how hard it is out there. I get it. No, you're right. You're not wrong. Take whatever you want from me. Daddy's home. Where do I have it? Densities of knowing. Densities of knowing. Densities. There we go. Click it for me, sir. Click it for me, sir. Is there a way to... No, I can't really make that big. Here we go. Look at this, okay? When you can repeat what somebody has said, that's that first level of knowing there. It's propositional. You repeat a proposition. Here's what's a proposition? See, this is why I say you don't know English. This is why I say you don't know the language that you speak. Or to the degree to which you know it like a slave does. I don't just want to say what I say it is. I want you to see something else saying it. Something offered for acceptance or consideration. That's closer to proposal. In grammar. Here we go. An expression in language or signs of something that can be believed, doubted, or denied, or is either true or false. That is a proposition. Let me see. I want to see proposition in grammar specifically. I hit the caps lock. This is a part of speech. Remember Schoolhouse Rock? I'm thinking of a preposition. See, I just made it wrong. I just made that wrong. A preposition is the part of speech. Oh, so pretty. Picture apples. A preposition is a word, and almost always a very small, very common word that shows direction, location, or time, or that introduces an object. This is a part of speech. Proposition. Sentence structure. I think it has something to do with sentence structure. Bro, stop giving me preposition. Okay, yeah, it's going to be... Wait, why is there a plus here? I don't know. Anyways, when we're talking about a proposition, then we're talking about a claim. So it's going back to that first definition that was there. Hold on. Stop. Where's what I was looking at? Here we go. Something offered for consideration or acceptance. Okay? It's a claim you're making. Most people... Where is it at? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Most people only have propositional knowing. All right, they know how to say what's been said. All right, the memory for that type of knowing is semantic, is the words. You can make the sentence. All things are one thing. It's all you. See, you can say those things, right? You can say what's been said. There are other types of knowing, more intimate types of knowing than being able to say something. All right, so this is what you want to watch out for, bro. This is what you want to watch out for. And make mistakes. Get things wrong. The difference between the student and the master is that the master has fucked up more times than the student has even tried. If you're too busy trying to make sure you can let niggas know, bro, you're going to miss shit for you. I'm so serious. For sure, thank you for explanation, my friend. I just remember Bobby Hemmett said something about autistic kids or angelic beings, but I don't know what that means really. You gotta remember, Bobby Hemmett was talking to motherfuckers who knew almost nothing but Christianity. He was trying to introduce them to anything to get them away from that, to begin to look, to get out of their spookism. Bobby Hemmett was talking to people 30, 40 years ago. 30 to 40 VHS tapes. That's the world them motherfuckers lived in. VHS tapes. And if you're young enough to say, what's a VHS tape? Boy, you have no idea. I'm telling you, Bobby's shit is old. He'll even tell you the shit that came before him was old now. Like, and so, like, and then what's that also doing? Angelic being. Now, what did you invoke with that? The cosmology that they had, Christianity. As most anyone in his audience had, Christianity. So what do? He says the words that they know. This is why motherfuckers will come out their neck and say some manifest self-love through your ascending kundalini. See, if somebody put that shit in the thumbnail, oh, you gonna click that. You gonna click that because you think you know what the fuck it means. You think them words go together. Oh yes, boy. No man, I explain all day, bro. I go through it, bro. Because you want to be rigorous about what you know. You want to fight it. You want it to be sturdy. You want to contend with it. You don't just want to believe that the foundation up under your house is solid. You want to know. You want to check it. You want to call an expert to come look at it. You want to spend time consistently, maybe every 2 or 3 months, just look at it real quick. Go back and examine it. Try and find something that's fucked up. Imagine you go outside to your house, right? You look at the foundation and there's a big crack with water coming out. And what do? Explain it away. Is that going to help? You'll feel better about it, but your foundation is going to get more and more fucked up. Anything you feel good about in this spiritual shit, triple check it. Try and destroy it, please. Please. Especially y'all motherfuckers talking about dark shit. But y'all gonna be eating. God, I think, for the rainbow question. Yeah. It's a symbol of the covenant that God has made with man. Never to destroy them in such a manner again. Never to destroy the world in such a manner again as he did with the flood. It's an out-of-the-box question, so for sure. It is an out-of-the-box question. But see, that's part of the progress. That's part of the learning. Being able to recognize when you ask in a question that's out of the box. Because what is that going to do? It's going to bring you closer to learning how to ask a direct question. See, motherfuckers think, because I don't mind somebody asking me a dumb question, please. I need you to get through that so that we can get you to a place where you start asking the right questions. Because once you can see the difference, you can apply it other places. It can all be so simple, bro. It can all be so simple. Sheesh, no meaning. What makes it no meaning? That's just a response, not the meaning. Keyword similar. So is Eastern medicine pseudoscience, or is that what they're trying to program us to believe? Eastern medicine, as far as materialism, is pseudoscience. See, look, when it comes to materialism, anything other than matter, all there is matter, is pseudoscience. This is why Kundalini back oil in your glands is pseudoscience. This is why everything is melanin is pseudoscience. See, if you were to go into Chinese medicine and you were to say something like, I'm going to use this herb to enhance the fire and the elements within this person because he has an overactive influence of metal and wood. And I need to use fire to quell some of that. That's not pseudoscience. In terms of their cosmology, that's not pseudoscience. But when your cosmology is materialism, it is. So you have to understand the underlying cosmology you're using. Human is alive, boy. You're going to get in that materialism and think you on the cutting edge. I'm telling you. Motherfuckers don't understand materialism. That's why they don't understand what they're doing. Bro, like I said, I love fucking research. I love research. It's so much fun. Motherfuckers don't research because they didn't like school. So anything that's like that, they just shun it. Especially when you can go to this other room and nobody's going to disagree with you. As a matter of fact, almost anything you say, this is what you're going to get. Check, fire, facts, right? Please. So how do we correctly learn at the best level? There's no best level. There's no such thing as a best level. Why? Because best is an opinion. Best only exists in relationship to the worst. And I'm not telling you materialism is bad. I'm not. Because look, here, let me show you in the model. Because you'll think what I'm saying is something you've never seen before. It's not. What I'm telling you is that what you know of materialism is contained in Malkuth, physical realm, root chakra. See, I say root chakra. Oh, I know what it means. No. They're not something in your body. It's a cosmological map. Just like the tree of life is a cosmological map, Malkuth at the very bottom is the physical world. They will tell you this. All you know of materialism is contained down here at the bottom. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you got to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm saying you've been defining all of reality with only this. And see, just saying the new words isn't it. That's what I'm trying. That's what I got to convey. Just saying the new words don't mean you know. Ugh. So yes, you got to get in and challenge what you think you know. Proposition is a knowledge claim from what I understand. Yeah. See, I was confusing with preposition, which is sentence. But proposition is a claim. Schoolhouse Rock, you said? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, Schoolhouse Rock. As a matter of fact, bro, you can download all of that shit. Bro, Eric, I'm too old to watch that. Fuck you. You too old not to know basic English. Shit. I'm gonna throw this in I'm gonna throw the link in here. Because I know I seen this shit. Not SH. Schoolhouse Rock. There you go. I'm gonna put it in chat just for y'all motherfuckers who want it. You can download the whole thing, you can watch the whole thing. You click the link, it'll take you right there. Boom. See, who else does that for you? Nobody. Because it's shit you need to know. You think I'm too old to be learning this. No. That's why I know the preamble of the Constitution for the United States of America. We the people of the United States of America. Let me give it to you in the song. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. How many of y'all know the preamble to the Constitution of the United States? Fuck you. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Learn. It's okay. Most people are too embarrassed to go through the process of learning. But they, at the same time, have the audacity to be like, okay, I almost got it. I know what soul and spirit is. No, you don't. All right. Oh, God. I got behind in the fucking comments. My bad, y'all. Okay, so by that diagram you're showing, I definitely can see that by my daughter and where I stumble at, too. I'm not sure. At least that's a typo. Thumbnail with a pic of you with your mouth wide open and red arrows everywhere, right? Right? That's what motherfuckers against you. Or they'll do the spooky thing. Like imagine this was a skull, right? Oh, wait, they put the word demon on there? Uh-oh, got your ass, right? Look, man. The more you can tap in to how you're a typical motherfucker, the easier it is to actually do something about it. It's not a thing, I'm so embarrassed that I'm this way. Okay, that's your emotions. Once you get past that, you can actually start to do something so you're not typical anymore. You can start to learn. You can start to figure things out when you get past being embarrassed about it. The amount of shit I had to throw away is insane. It made my craft more pure, though, and cleaned up my fundamentals. I mean, when I first realized I was full of shit, man, I got rid of the altars, crystals. I put the books down. I ain't throwing away because I paid really good money for them nonsense. But I had to stop everything I thought I was doing, everything I had been told to do, because I realized I was missing what the fuck is self in all of this. It's easy to say I'm not the body and the physical world is illusionary. Okay, my only conception of my idea of self is either this body or everything. And if myself is everything, a roach is that. This little pineapple is that. It don't make no difference. I remember buying some pills to unlock my third eye. Only thing I unlocked was a bad ache, right, man? Get your panic pack. Well, y'all niggas will pay for that shit. Won't even get it sent to you. That's funny, man. That nigga's still waiting on a panic pack. Pineal pills. Newsflash, guys. It's nothing in your meat bag. Nothing in your meat bag is a thing. That's ridiculous, right? You're the supreme. But what stops you is a piece of meat with a sprinkle of calcium on it. Oh, all right? It's craziness. So materialism is associated to the clip-off tunnels of set. No. Here, let me read. Let me do it again. See physical realm down here? On the tree of life, this would be called Malkuth. And your sevenfold chakras is called the root chakra. All right? All of materialism is contained to here. Okay? All of materialism, all your space-time, anything is right here. Right at the bottom. Okay? Like, you ever seen the thing where Baphomet is sitting on a sphere? He's sitting on the root. Here, let me go to the study material. I'm going to show you the Adam Kadmon. Because motherfuckers, I'm so serious, bro. I'm so serious. It can all be so simple. And motherfuckers be showing you the shit right there in the pictures. But you don't look hard enough at the pictures. Look. There's a face in here and there's 3 in the top. Then you have the Adam Kadmon in the middle. And he's standing on top of these 2. He never touches the top. His head is a da'af. Like, why, right? You have to understand why these things are this. They're showing you. Whoo! Almost got pissed. Look, these are centers of perception. Okay, when you're seeing these faces and then this body, right? They're not telling you anything about inside the body. This is a map. Just like if you looked at a map and it had a mountain on there and it was a little triangle, it's not saying that mountains are little triangles. It's a symbol. Okay? When you're looking at those, because those are just heads. All of them are, especially the ones at the top, are sharing this body. But anyways, the head of this body is at the da'af. That's called the abyss. That's where you're supposed to make the fucking turn. But in order to be as that body, you have to be sitting outside of Malkuth. And see, it's not something you activate. It's not some place you go. Dorothy never left Kansas. Dorothy never leaves Kansas. What was her issue? She didn't know the nature of her predicament or how she was continuing to agree to it. Okay? By default, your perception is from within Malkuth. Okay? It's pulling back in the world but not of it. It's not just saying astral realm. Once again, what is that invoking? What cosmology is astral realm invoking? Because if you try and mix astral realm with melanin, you got 2 different cosmologies. Neither of which coincide with each other. You know, so the Kalipov is what you're going to find at the top here. Let me show you the Bookman model again. No. Go back. Here. The Kalipov is perpendicular to the tree of life. That blue is the tree of life. The bottom part, physical realm, that's Malkuth, okay? It's sitting like this. Right? That's how I have it depicted. With the Kalipov perpendicular. Right? If I give you a view of the tree of life like this, everyone's going to say, oh, the Kalipov is behind the tree of life. It's perpendicular to the tree of life. It's perpendicular. Remember, I just showed you the Adam Kadmon. Where was his face? His face was right there at Da'af. Why? Da'af is the bottom of the Kalipov. This is where you actually do the up. See, most motherfuckers think it's the traversing through the tree of life, as if this place is somewhere. It's not. It has nothing to do with DNA, melanin, atoms. All of that is at the bottom. In Zion. See, it's in Zion. Ooh, it's the kingdom. All of that shit is down there. Look, here's a better, I love this picture as well. Because there's the Adam Kadmon primordial projecting the tree of life. And what's at the bottom? Earth. Right? And here's the initiate. He's got his halo, so you know he's doing it right. He's not looking at all of this bullshit. He's not looking at Earth. He's looking at that. This is projecting the tree of life. Tree of life is a shadow of the Kalipov. See, man, motherfuckers don't. Anybody telling you trying to mix this with materialism is wrong. And the only reason nobody knows they're wrong is because you're in a bunch of rooms where no one's allowed to disagree. And this is why I have to raise the water level and slay everybody. Fuck! I gotta make a flood. Shit. I'm slipping like a transmission. What's up? Good to see you in the room, Dawson. Oh, shit. Materialism is a cosmological model. See, remember, bro, metaphysics is philosophy. Metaphysics is philosophy. You have to be thinking about your thinking. You have to think about your thinking. That is what's going to get you to changing how you think and not what you think. It's not just make a chocolatey Jesus alien. Motherfuckers will do it too, bro. That's what I'm saying. Oh shit, I'm having fun, bro. And could you make a video about the clip off and tunnels of set? I've actually done video about the clip off. It's in the archives on YouTube. Actually, I'm pretty sure I did some of that shit in the shitstorm too. Yeah. This is the thing about the clip off, bro. You have to understand what you're talking about. This is why I keep this shit threefold. Because motherfuckers is trying to understand 10, 11, and 12. And it's like, bro, hold on. Understand 3, okay? That perpendicular, okay? Because remember, if you... I was about to bite. You're talking Kalipov. So I'm going to presume that you're somewhat familiar with the structure. Because a lot of motherfuckers try to jump to Kalipov and don't even understand the tree of life. If you don't understand the tree of life, you no way you're going to understand the Kalipov. But, assuming you do. Okay? Assuming you do. This is part of the reason the Da'ath is where you're going to have the abyss. It's the bottom of the Kalipov. The Kalipov is broken into 3 major sections, if you do not include the bottom Sephiroth, which is touching Da'ath. Okay? 3 major sections, just like the tree of life. Those 2 arrows pointing down and 1 pointing up. If it's sitting perpendicular, these 3, what you call, Kether, Bina, and something else. See, I don't speak Sanskrit. Fuck! That's what I'm saying. This shit ain't fit for other motherfuckers. It's not fit to you. You want to tell me a bunch of Sanskrit words? Anyways, I'm sorry. That's not your fault. Look, bro, this ain't somewhere you gotta go. All these tunnels of set. See, now you're talking about all the little paths in between. What makes you think you need to know that? Unless you've been initiated into Kabbalah, it's just more steps on something you don't understand. And it's not going to help you understand it. You need to get down to the fundamentals of what they're talking about. I'm going to have to bring you on. I want you to explain to me what the tunnels of Set are in the clip off. I want to see. It's going to be funny. Sing that shit. Hey, I got to sing. I forgot about that shit. The elders that I speak to always used to tell me, you will never stop learning. Yeah, it's a way of life. It's a way of life. You never stop learning. You may as well be dead. I hate motherfuckers who try to, I've learned enough. Fuck you. Ugh, I'm going to stick beside them. Yeah. I hate them notes. This is proof. Music is the most powerful shit ever. I don't know what the proof is of that. I don't know. Which is common sense? I guess. I don't know. So that's one thing you help me understand by looking at these fundamental diagrams with have the body on it. Whole time I was thinking that everything was inside the body. Yeah, none of it's in the body, bro. This is worm food. It's a piece of meat. You could have a worm in it right now. It's walking worm food. It ain't the thing. Can you make a video or live about the tree of life and clip off and how we use it in our life? Whew, I was about to bite, boy. You don't use it in your life. I can't be any more real than that, bro. What you're considering your life is all down here. Like I said, this is a map of the cosmos. It's not an instructional guide for your life. This is a fundamental map. There's no methodology on that. Here, let me show you what I mean. Because I have to go through this every season when I teach the classes. Because everybody thinks they comprehend this and they don't. But it's because nobody explains it to them. Here. At the top is a fundamental map. At the bottom is a methodological map. When we're talking about how to use something in my life, how to do something, how to use this in my life, what you're asking me for is methodology. In order to have methodology, there have to be fundamentals underneath. And to become my most authentic self. I'm 22, so I'm just trying to figure everything out and deeper about life. Here. Woo! You want to be your most authentic self? Stop lying to yourself. This is from my OG, bro. I'm telling you, bro, we can click off all of this. Because this is what I'm saying, bro. Most people, what you're saying, I'm not mad at you. Please don't take it that way. Because you're young. Most people, when they come into spirituality, they're looking for what you're looking for. And I'm going to tell you, the answer ain't in the tree of life. It ain't in the chakras. It ain't in the zodiac. What you're looking for is how to be honest with yourself. You're looking for that, and you're also looking for a larger cosmology. How to fit yourself to the world. This is what I made the Bookman model for. The Egyptian pantheon was made for niggas who got crocodiles up the street. The tree of life was made for motherfuckers who are initiated into Kabbalah. Like, niggas don't know nothing about Shiv Shakti. They can say the name and they think it's a cool narrative. Once again, it's a narrative. But they don't understand. They didn't grow up. See, motherfuckers here grew up knowing Jesus, knowing God and the angels. But you want to try and plug in other things and it's not going to work. What you're looking for is a cosmology to nest yourself in so that you understand how you fit into the world. And all these old systems cannot give you that. The system has to be made to fit to the people who live there. That's why there are no penguins in the Egyptian pantheon. Not because they're not divine, but because them niggas ain't no penguins. That's why niggas look dumb fucking with Baphomet like it's the new cutting edge. You niggas don't know anything about goats. So you can't really eat that. It's not gonna fit to you. You can try and bend yourself in a weird shape, start saying the Sanskrit word. No, you don't get it. You don't get that you don't get it. So look, if you're trying to be my most powerful self. Your most powerful self is probably your authentic self. But here, because I'm a metaphysician, I'm going to ask you, what the fuck you mean by self? Because if you go back to the body and atoms and brain function, you just go back into materialism. And materialism is never going to give you an answer to how you fit into the world. It's designed not to have that. I'm telling you, bro, go back through at least the guideposts. The videos here, because I'm telling you, what you're looking for is a cosmology that fits to the world that you perceive. And none of these old things do it. Not only that, the thing that they give you is only a fundamental map. So here, let me explain to you what a fundamental map is, okay? Here's a map of the park, all right? This map, it gives you, it answers those first two questions for you, just like materialism does. What is reality at large? Okay, well, here on this map, you see all this green, the square? It says park map. That's the fundamentals, the basics of what we're talking about here. Okay, that's the at large. Well, what is in context of that at large? That's the second question. Oh, well, here, we got the answer for you. Everything you see over here in the key, all the symbols that exist in context of the map, that's your epistemology. That's the in context. But Next thing you're going to ask me is the same thing you just asked me here. How does this fit into how do I use this in my life? You can't. It doesn't tell you where you are on the map. It doesn't tell you where you're going to go on the map. And if it doesn't tell you those two things, it can't tell you how to get there. That's what fundamental maps are like, though. That's how they're supposed to be. You're young. You might have watched One Piece. If you're out on the ocean and you pull out an ocean chart, right? Because the person who made the map, they're not going to know when you're going to pull that out, where you're going to pull that out on the ocean. So they can't tell you where you are on the map. All they can give you is a fundamental map. And then what do you have to do if you want to make a methodology? You take that fundamental map, you plot out where you are, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. And you put all of that on top of the fundamentals. So you look at the map at the bottom. It's just like your Google Maps, okay? You open up Google Maps. You don't ask for nothing. You don't tell it nothing. Immediately, what's it going to give you? It's going to give you the at-large, the ontology, the basics of the basics. All right? You're going to see that the rivers in there. You're going to see the streets. You maybe see some green in there too. Okay, that's the basic ontology. Then you're going to see, okay, well, what exists in context of this basics? Now you're going to get all the little red pens. You may say, okay, I want to know where Walmart is. Or just look up Walmart. To look up Walmart, you don't have to tell the map where you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can look for Walmarts in Africa, and it's not going to ask me where I'm at. Why? Because answering that question, they don't need to know where I'm at. But now if I say, well, how do I use this in my life? How do I get to Walmart? Well, now that's something different. That's methodological. So what you have to do to get methodology out of a map is you have to figure out where you are, where you want to go, and that'll help tell you how to get there. If you ever go to a mall has like 6 copies of the same map, right? 6 copies of the same fundamental map. But what's different about each of those maps? It puts you on the map. And depending on which one of the maps you look at, you is different. It can all be so simple. I'm telling you. So most of the maps you know are all fundamental maps, bro. All these are fundamental maps. Hold on, let me get back up to it. This is the fundamental map at the top that I use for the Bookman model. It's only threefold. You don't have to try and understand 7, 10, 12, 21, or I do tarot cards. Sure. You can understand 3. If I can get you to understand 3, I can explain the rest of these things. This shit's easy. This is easy. But what you have to understand is these are fundamental maps. And so they do not come with methodology. In fact, the only way to get methodology from a fundamental map is you have to be initiated in that order. You have to be initiated in that system. And so you're trying to use a map covered in Sanskrit and you don't speak Sanskrit. Well, motherfuckers will go through the process of trying to learn Sanskrit just to figure that out. And that's because they don't have a cosmology that can fit them to the reality. And this is what I do with the Bookman model. Once again, you click the thing, you can download this for free. You can download it, you can criticize it, you can show it to other people, you can cut it up, tell niggas you did it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's here. It's available. To be my most powerful self. Yeah, you gotta get in there and be honest, bro. And that's what the shadow work is, for real. Okay, so the question he just asked, how we can use the tree of life in my life, he asked him for methodology and confusing with the fundamental map. I was doing it too. Yeah, because nobody makes the distinction for y'all. They don't tell you. Why? Why don't they tell you? Because they don't know. I'm gonna play the Bobby clip one more time. I'm gonna play it one more time. Ha! I'm about to play it again. I'm about to play it again. And I'm gonna take a piss.
And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then. They play on your emotion. Saying nothing well and playing on your emotion. Tell a person what they want to hear and say nothing well. You can say nothing if you can say it well. They play on your emotion. And that's the problem with our people. They have been teaching you what you wanted to hear and not what you really needed to hear because they didn't know what you really needed to hear. That's called the art of public speaking. They play on your emotion. So that's getting your emotion up to a certain level and you thinking that's spiritual, that's emotionalism. They play on your emotion. And they'd come up and they would come into some stuff and they would be talking all this good stuff and people, yeah. But everybody's ignorant. You see what I'm saying? They play on your emotion. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Yeah. All right then. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Yeah. All right then. They play on your emotion. Saying nothing well and playing on your emotion. Tell a person what they want to hear and say nothing well. You can say nothing if you can say it well. They play on your emotion. And that's the problem with our people. They have been teaching you what you wanted to hear and not what you really needed to hear because they didn't know what you really needed to hear. That's called the art of public speaking. They play on your emotion. So that's getting your emotion up to a certain level and you thinking that's spiritual, that's emotionalism. They play on your emotion. And they'd come up and they would come into some stuff and they would be talking all this good stuff and people, yeah. But everybody's ignorant. You see what I'm saying? They play on your emotion. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check.
Please remember that. If everybody agreeing, bro, somebody wrong. The 12-man problem, bro. I think it's a Hebrew proverb. If you're in a room and there's 12 of you in a room and all 12 of you agree, it's the last man's duty to disagree. If there's 12 of y'all in the room and all of y'all agree, it is the last man's duty to disagree. That's a black and white movie called 12 Angry Men. I tell you to check it out, but whatever. Here, let me look it up. It's about 12 guys. They were called for jury duty on a murder case. And most of them were biased against the motherfucker who was talking. Here you go, boy. You can watch the 1957 movie. You can watch the whole thing. You can watch the whole... Oh, no, it's not the whole thing. Damn, it's only 2 minutes. Ha! That's funny. Can I go back? Go back. No, I have to move this over so I can hit the back button. I should have searched for the video. I'm not going to search for the video. Because it's 1957. I'm sure you can get this video. Anyways, 12 Angry Men. These guys were called in to do jury duty on a murder trial. And they got in there and, you know, some of them wanted, some of them didn't really care, some of them were biased. But at the end, 11 out of 12 of them agreed. And the last dude, he's like, look, I owe this man who's on trial this disagreement. I owe him this. I'm here to serve a duty. I owe this motherfucker the contending with y'all. Oh, it's a good one, man. It's a good one. It's a good one. If 12 motherfuckers in the room and all of them agree, it is the last man's duty to disagree. Otherwise, y'all end up circle jerking, man. Fuck. Sorry. Remember, guys, I'm not mad at you. I know it looks like it. I'm not mad at you. I'm not. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit. I'm feeling like what we call spirituality is cleaning up your bullshit. Yeah, most people have no idea what spirituality is because that's just, bro, they don't even get that close. They just get to the feel good part and they never even clean up their own bullshit. They never start cleaning up the bullshit. They never even start. So, you know, let me get down to what I was trying to talk about because that's what got me fucked up. Let me get down to what I'm trying to talk about today, okay? Because everybody want to get to how to do something. How do I do this? How do I do that? And they think they understand the fundamentals of what they're talking about. But unless you learn to check your fundamentals, you're not going to figure out how to do anything. Spirituality is essentially the idea of ascension. See, when I'm talking about genius, you can conflate that, or you can compare that or correlate that to the daimon that Bernardo Kastrup was talking about. That's one approach you can take to it, okay? But mind you, when we're talking about what angle of approach you come to, because how you approach the territory is going to determine your methodologies. Just go back to the map at the mall. If the fundamental map is 6 different places in a mall, but why does the "you are here" change? Why does that have to change depending on which map you go to? Because depending on how you approach the territory itself, your perspective is going to be different. You'll be looking at the same mall, but if you come in at Sears versus coming in at the food court, everything is going to look different. Not because it is different, but because your angle of approach is different. Because you is what's different. These 3 here, same thing. All 3 are looking at the same thing. But based on your fundamental angle of approach will determine how you perceive the territory. Generally, most people are slightly familiar with the Western tradition. In the Western tradition, there is the right-hand path, the left-hand path, and then the unspoken about middle path, okay? These are angles of approach to the same work. Angles of approach to the same work. But I'd really prefer not to invoke the Western model, but because I, to some degree, have to use words you motherfuckers think you know, I'll put it on there. Because most people think right-hand path, oh, that means organized religion. No, you can organize a religion around left-hand path. Motherfuckers do it. Ronald Noon and them. This should be left-ish as fuck, bro. Anyway. The right-hand path is not characterized by simply organized religion. Organized religions will have a tendency to do it, especially monotheistic ones, okay? But that's not what characterizes the right-hand path, all right? In the Bookman model, I call it the path of the child. People who are approaching the work from this angle usually have a premises of thinking or an idea that, okay, what I am is something that returns to source. Okay? Reincarnation is a good example of this. Okay? Reincarnation, this is a path of the child or right-hand path perspective, angle of approach. Am I telling you whether or not it's right or wrong? No. Am I telling you whether or not it's the best? No. Remember this. Remember the image right here. Same thing. What's changing? You. How you're approaching the work. And that's what you have to remember. So most people who have return to source, reincarnation, path of the child. Okay? Path of the mother. These ones are the super duper disassociation and detach. It's all things other than that simple one thing are illusion. Even the self is illusion. Okay? That's path of the mother, where it's all detachment. All detachment. I'm neither this nor am I that, but at the same time, I'm both. Middle path. Path of the mother. Okay? It's an angle of approach to the work. Because a lot of motherfuckers, when you ask them what to do, they always give you this. Because they don't know any other methodology. And so they will always tell you to detach and disassociate from everything. Nope. Well, it's one angle of approach for methodology. The last one, path of the father, or what's considered in the Western tradition the left-hand path. These ones are closer to your idea of what you'd get from a simulation theory. Not to say that there's some simulation running out there, but the dynamics, okay? Where someone on path of the child would say, okay, what I am returns to source. Someone on the path of the father would say, what I am is what that motherfucker just called source. Okay? That doesn't mean you throw the baby out with the bathwater. You still have to do the same processes, but it's about your premises of thinking, how you're approaching the work. 3 fundamental angles of approach. 3 fundamental angles of approach. 3 fundamental angles of approach. This is methodological. This is methodology. None of this will work without sound fundamentals. No methodology works without sound fundamentals. God, I'm a fucking dick. Is spirituality basically psychology? Good question. No, but here's why you might think that. Where can I draw something? No, I have an image for that. Here we go. Oh. Between your spirituality and your perception of physical life, what you're going to find between those things is your psychology. Is your psychology. That's where you're really going to get into the shadow work. Because the first layer of that is your psychology. And I intuitively point it to my head, but it has very little to do with the brain. You have to go through your psychology to get a grasp of your spirituality. And so it's going to look, from when you're just starting, it looks like, oh, this is all just psychology. I get why you say that, though. That's the first thing you're going to have to examine before you hit spirituality. Yes, I know this. I'm a psycho-spiritual consultant. It's specifically what I deal with. It's specifically what I deal with. So yes, you have to go through your psychology to get to the spirituality. So that is a good question. How can we tap into our genius and stand in our genius every day in a powerful way? This is the thing, Dorothy, because you never left Kansas. It's not about how do I get back to Kansas. You never left. This isn't something you have to learn to do 24/7. You're already doing it 24/7. What you have to learn to do, shadow work, is to get out of your own way. And most of what's in your way is your psychology. Not that it's wrong. Not that you got to detach or dissociate or throw everything out. You need to clean your room. It's like you came to me, hey Arius, man, I know there's a rug in my room. I know there's a carpet, but I can't seem to find it. I can't seem to find the carpet in my room. Do I gotta get in here and throw everything out? Do I gotta get a new room? Look, start cleaning your room up. And you look in there, there's shit everywhere. Man, I ain't cleaning all this stuff up, man. That's too much, man. It's crazy. There's gonna be bugs and stuff in there. I know, you're right. There's all kind of nasty shit in there that you have not paid attention to, that you've taken for granted. But I tell you this, by the time you get in there and actually start cleaning that room, the carpet that was there the whole time becomes obvious. Say it again. You get in there and start cleaning your room, the carpet that was there the whole time becomes obvious. It's not something you got to try and do 24/7. You're already doing it. That carpet is in the room all the time. That carpet is in the room all the time. What you have to start doing is cleaning that room and then keeping it as clean as you can. Because once you do that, you can start actually directly dealing with the carpet. By the time you start doing that, man, you touching the foundation of the house. The foundation of the house connects to the rest of the house, and you start to see things you never thought you would see. But the thing is, they were always there. They were always there. What was in your way? What people will call your psychology. That's what's in your way right now. And it's only in your way because you haven't developed the systems to keep your room clean. It can all be so simple, bro. It's not difficult at all. It really isn't. It really isn't. Well, what is your genius? What are you good at? Mine's rap. I've known how to do it as if I was doing shit in a past life since high school. Shit's fun and I'm great at it. Yours might be teaching. Let me throw this at you. Let me throw this at you on this one. I've actually become a very good teacher. All of my life, I hate teaching people. I hated teaching people anything. I've spent most of my life hating teaching people. I'm great at it now. In fact, I go out of my way to do it. Sometimes I can't even chew my own thoughts without thinking about how the fuck I'm gonna teach it. Just because you like it, don't mean it's the thing. I'm not gonna tell you it's not, but just because you like it, don't mean it's the thing that you're gonna be good at. When I first started law, my least favorite part was writing documents. My least favorite part was writing documents. Now, that's the easy shit. That's the easy shit. So don't just think it's gonna be what your personality is good at or enjoys. Because remember, just like we were talking about the Daimon, it's an impersonal will. Impersonal will. That's why I harp on personal pride and not ego. You have to be able to smell the smell of it. You gotta be able to recognize it. Oh yeah. So it may not be the thing that you're good at. And when it comes to interacting with genius, the biggest thing is having your sure footing about what is you, where you fall into the whole thing. This is why I pointed out so much, because that's going to be the distinction between which angle of approach you're taking the work to. Here, let me do this. Because once again, this stuff is in the study material, and I make this available for anybody who's in the guild. If you have access to the private side, you always have access to this stuff. You can download it. You can watch it whenever you want. You can share it with people. I don't give a fuck. We can discuss it. You can ask whatever questions you want. Like, here you go. Look, Mr. 22. You heard niggas talking about Anunnaki, right? It's not aliens. It's a metaphysical dynamic. 7-fold on the inside, 5-fold on the outside. It's the movement of a torus. What is a torus? A torus is a 4th dimensional sphere. Has nothing to do with aliens. Or Enlil's coming back. It's Enlil, guys. Here, we're gonna watch this. Watch. Because I want you to see the progression of methodology. Because motherfuckers are spoiled for choice. The maps motherfuckers get nowadays come with methodology. And so you don't even know where to draw the line. Here, I'm gonna play it. And I want you to look. You think you're gonna look. You think you know what you're looking at. Okay, hold on. Let me move out of the way here. Move. Okay. This is what happens if you open up your Google Maps, right? You don't look for anything. You don't ask. You don't tell it what you want to see. You don't tell it where you are. I got Atlanta because I stayed out here in the A. So pull it up. It don't tell you where you at. Don't tell you where you're gonna go. Oh, it's got my old house on there though. Nah, it's fine. Anyways, it gives you the at-large depiction of reality. Right over here, this is the at-large depiction of reality in the Bookman model. Here's your at-large map. This is the ontology or the fundamentals. Okay? But continuing, because once again, this is just opening up the app. And you don't tell it where you want to go. Why are you loading? Oh, okay. You don't ask for anything, okay? That's the at large. Next. This is your in context. Once again, I haven't told it where I am. But okay, what exists in context of that map you showed me? And here, there's plenty of information you can get from that. Once again, there's no you on the map yet. There's no how do you do this. First I'll search the goodwill. Next, I can search for Walmart. Same thing. Once again, don't need a where are you on the map. There's no methodology on the map yet. I can get plenty of information from this. No methodology. No methodology. Haven't asked how to do anything yet. Haven't asked how to do anything yet. But let's see what happens when I do. I want to get the directions. What's it need to do first? Your location, right? That's the first time I needed it. It didn't need your location until I asked how to do something. And then look at this now. When I ask how, it takes me, it shows you where you're going to end up, where you're starting, but that's not the only thing. There are various forms of methodology depending on how you approach the territory. If you drive, there's one. If you walk, there's a different one. If you ride a bike, there's a different one. If you go through the subway, it's a different one. If I only told you the methodology for the subway, right? There's the methodology for the subway. If I told you that, the way motherfuckers explain shit, because motherfuckers always explain shit, path of the mother, right? They always explain it, detached, rise above, illusion, there is no self, okay? Whatever. If I only ever gave you path of the subway, and then one day the subway is broke, what you gonna do? If you had to then just jump onto walking, riding a bike, taking a car, it would be equally valid, but you wouldn't be able to recognize it. In fact, if you were certain that the only way to do it was to go on the subway, you'd think you were doing something wrong. This is why you need a well-rounded analysis or well-rounded idea of the different angles of approach and the effect that has on the work. Telling you, bro. Telling you. Niggas ain't got this. They don't know that they don't know. Oh, do you do consultations? I would love to get on the phone with you. Yeah, I do consultation. That's what we telling motherfuckers, bro. I don't just offer consultations. I am a consultant. Consulting is what I do. Most motherfuckers just offer consultations so you have a chance so you can pick their brain for an hour. I'm gonna get in that ass. He'll be mad. Oh shit. Our beliefs hold us back. Well, they can. They can. As a thing is bound, so it is unbound. So in their present state, they can. Just like the English language. When you're not versed in the English language, it will most certainly hold you back. But once you start to understand how it works, it's an amazing tool. It's one of the most unique languages on the planet. I'm telling you, I'm so serious. Wait, so the U changes, or at least where you are at does. If you're going of a map of the mall, yeah, what you is what's changing. Okay, that's the crux. What you is switches. When you're going from path of the father or path of the mother or path of the child, when you're talking left-hand path or right-hand path or middle path, what you is what changes. What you is what's making the distinction between those. It's not whether or not there's an organized religion. Fuck, it's not that they're just stupid. It's that they're repeating what people have said. I understand. Shit from childhood. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. Like sometimes people treat trauma like it's something you're not supposed to have. It's necessary. It has its role. It has the place it's supposed to be. Just like pain and suffering do. But nobody thinks about that until, they're not getting the joy and pleasure that they always want. Fuck, I'm cringing at you reading my comments. I feel like I sound corny. Good. On the other side of that is what you're looking for. I'm telling you. Why do you think I can sing a Schoolhouse Rock song and have fun? Because I already jumped over the fact I'm probably going to sound ridiculous. I'm probably going to sound like an asshole. When I was living in Mexico and I had to relearn Spanish, remember, all I had was that English to Spanish little dictionary. That thing was rugged now, boy. I had that and my willingness to ask people. And what I had to contend with immediately is that I'm going to sound like an idiot to these people. You ever listen to somebody, English speaker, you ever listen to somebody who speaks a different language try and speak English? Stereotypically, it sounds like that person is ignorant. I get it. I get it. So I'm like, look, I'm going to sound fucking stupid. But this is what happened. On the other side of that, because my solution to sounding like I'm going to be stupid, I leaned into it. Like, okay, let me just put an accent on this shit. Nigga, I'm sound stereotypical as fuck. Perro. Ooh, correr. Ha! Right? Motherfuckers, when I would actually start speaking Spanish, you're like, are you Cuban? They actually think I'm a nigga that speaks Spanish. Because I gave up the idea that I should be embarrassed about not sounding how I think I should sound. And just leaned into how I think I should sound. I'm telling you, bro, the shit you be looking for is right on the other side of your embarrassment, your fear. Oh my God, it could all be so simple. Better late than never. Sup, Peppa, happy Monday. Oh, Peeps, that's not an A in there, Peeps. What's going on, Corsine? Good to see you in the chat, man. Good afternoon. We in here at 12 p.m. Boy, it's noon. Fuck you talking about. Who else does this? Only time anyone else can make you some shit this long is reading a book to you. Bruh, stop. Or having an interview with somebody. I could go all day with this. I'd go all day with this, bruh. Ha! But I do got to get ready for office hours, though, because I ain't really done shit today. Is this why you say you can dig a ditch with a shovel or with a spoon? Yes. 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 Most motherfuckers out here digging it with a spoon. And anytime you're in the group and you question, maybe, guys, is this the most effective thing? Well, everything's a spoon at the end of the day. No, there's efficient ways to do things. Okay? Because look, you move from a spoon to a shovel and think you done hit the upper room. Don't make me pull out the bulldozer. That backhoe. Fuck you talking about? Right, there's always more efficient ways to do things. But the only way you can become more efficient is if you're honest with your deficiencies. If you're digging with that spoon and you're like, man, this sure as hell don't scoop much, and the handle's kind of flimsy. I mean, if this handle was stronger, I could have some more leverage. Oh no, don't think bad things about yourself. Your spoon is enough. Your spoon is enough. You'll never get to a shovel. In fact, if a nigga came to you with a shovel, you done spent so much time hyping yourself up about how good your spoon is to cope with the fact that you can tell it ain't enough. Uh-oh. And if you can't even deal with the shovel, don't make me pull out the backhoe. Don't make me pull out that backhoe, bud. So understanding the methods of how something works is what matters. Well, it's the after effect. You have to get the fundamentals first. You have to understand the fundamentals. Methodology is an outgrowth. It's overlaid on top of fundamentals. You have to understand the fundamentals. That's the only way a methodology is going to make sense. That's the only way a methodology is going to make sense. Look, let's say you're a Christian. Christian cosmology, right? Christian cosmology. Heaven, hell, earth, God and angels, the devil and demons, man and woman, right? If that's how Christian sees the cosmos, and you tell this motherfucker, and he asks you, okay, how do I make sure I'm ready for when Jesus returns, right? And then somebody told them, as an answer to a methodology, oh, well, what you got to do is tap into the waters of noon and invoke Papa Legba so that Lord Brahma gives you a blessing. Not only is that person going to be confused, but the person who said that shit is confused. Because they don't understand the fundamentals. They don't understand the fundamentals. They didn't even invoke anything from that person's cosmology. They invoke pieces of other people's cosmology. You need to know the fundamentals of the cosmology you're using, a Christian methodology. I'm going to go to church. Put money in that plate. I'm going to come knock on your door with this watchtower. I'm going to sit at home and be mad at myself for being a sinner. I don't care which ones you choose. But those methodologies are based on the fundamentals of the cosmology. And it's not as simple as just, picking the tree of life and saying, well, this must be melanin here. No. No. It's poor philosophy. It's poor philosophy. And most people don't understand metaphysics as philosophy because they just repeat other things. They don't do the research. They just tell Christians to do the research. And when people say do the research to Christians, what they mean is Christian, go watch the videos I already watched. Because then you'll start to see that it's, oh yeah, that's where they go. Then you'll start to see that it's, God. Are we already set up to walk a specific path, or do we choose a path? I feel like I reincarnated back here to jump, help others, and live a peaceful life. Well, if you're invoking the premises of reincarnation, you've already chose the path. That's path of the child. That's the right-hand path. And there's nothing wrong with that, because some people hear, I don't want to be a child. Right-hand path, no. It's the most intuitive and simple path to navigate. So what you're talking about is path of the child, right-hand path. And so there's a particular approach to the work that is going to work with what you're coming with. Because look, if you were reincarnated to help people on the planet, detaching from everything in physical life isn't going to help that solution. So that can't be a methodology for that premises of thinking. So you want to be dealing with path of the child, right-hand path. And it's not bad. Motherfuckers are so quick to try and reject fucking Christianity like idiots. There's a particular methodology you want to deal with, a particular angle of approach you want to deal with, okay? Really, unless you're in the guild, because I've made videos about this stuff, I really have. But we go in depth with it and we stick to it for the 3 months. I still be reluctant to order my dish in Spanish at the Mexican restaurant. Why? Because you're going to sound stupid? No, I'll be doing it. I'll be ordering. Look, man, anytime I see a person who doesn't speak English speaking English here, man, I'll let them motherfuckers practice, bro. I'm going to help you out, bro. Because look, when I go somewhere where they speak Spanish, I feel like I'd be wasting my time trying to speak English if I don't have to. Or if I would better serve myself practicing the Spanish. Curve said, man, we do that with a lot of people. We learning a new career and do it their own way instead of how they were taught. Then later on, you can adapt whatever way you once you find a success. It's like if you play in basketball, you got to learn fundamentals. Everybody want to get to the highlight reel. How do I do a hook shot from half court? I seen that and this shit look cool as hell. I know I came here to do something like that. How I do the hook shot from half court? And you can't tell them nothing about dribbling, passing, the rules of the game. Because every time you say something, this is what they do. Okay, yeah, I get that. But how do you do the half court shot? Okay, so what you're saying, how do I apply that to my half court shot? It'd be killing me. Could you just mix all of them hypothetically, all three paths? Actually, throughout your life, you will find yourself using each of the angles of approach, even combinations of them in some respects. Like I said, like we're comparing it to the Google Maps, right? For the last 3 years, you've taken the subway to work. Why? They had a subway station right there in your building. You can just get right into the building. It was always easy, right? Every now and then the subway breaks. And you need to know how your building looks from the outside if you were to drive there. Because if the subway breaks, you got to drive. And if you don't know how to build and look from the outside, because you never approached it that way, you're going to get lost. Matter of fact, you need to learn how to approach it from the North Street and from the South Street. Because the North Street, they got the parking lot, so you can go through the parking lot. But the South Street has the bike route. Let's say the train's down and your car got a flat tire on the way. You got a little collapsible scooter bike or something in the back. You pull that motherfucker out, and now you got to approach the building from the south side. And it looked different. What did I show you before? 3 different angles of approach to the same fucking thing. 3 angles of approach to the same thing. You approach it this way, that's your subway. You approach it this way, that's the car. You approach it this way, that's the biker walking. It's the same thing, but if you always see it this way, and then one day it looks like this, or somebody tell you, hey, this is how the building look, you're going to swear they wrong. Nah, man, I go to this building every day. That ain't how it look. Really. It could all be so simple, guys. So throughout your life, you'll find yourself mixing and matching these things. It's not about picking one and sticking to it forever. It's about understanding what you usually do by default and how to apply the other ones as well. To understand how to apply the other ones, you gotta have to understand the distinction. This is where we get into what is you. It could all be so simple. I'm so serious. It could all be so simple. Like who was it? Relax you good 11. Ah, that's funny. Relax you good. He was talking about the idea of reincarnation that tracks with the path of the child, or the right hand path. And so it's not to say that's what he'll do forever all the time. That's to say by default he'll have a tendency toward this path. When given the option, he'll have a tendency to take the subway. It's not to say he can never take the car or he can never walk. By default, that's what he tends towards. And so he can recognize it in his own methodologies. That's what I feel like. I mix all 3. I feel like I'd be using both. Okay, you gotta stop telling me what you feel. I'm so sorry. It's like there's something in me that's so pissed off. Your feelings ain't gonna give you the answer, bro. The feelings ain't gonna give you the answer. Because like the idea of an old soul, that's not gonna fit with materialism. Because there's no such thing as a soul in materialism. So then you have to say, okay, well, where did I get this idea? What am I invoking? Because it sure as hell ain't atoms, cells, melanin, it ain't none of that. DNA had nothing to do with that. And so you have to see what you're invoking. The word soul is a translation from words like psyche or mind from Greek. Okay? Like soul and mind are translations of the word psyche from Greek. I'm not saying, but out here they'll just have you picking up a bunch of random pieces from different puzzles, and then once you grab all these pieces, like, oh, look at me, I got it. I'm almost there. I got enough. That ain't even. You may well throw all that shit in the trash. That shit don't even fit together. I mean, yeah, they're puzzle pieces, but they're pieces from different puzzles. You can't make a new puzzle with that. You can learn how puzzle pieces work, but those puzzle pieces are only going to make sense in the context of the puzzle they came from. Legba, even though he's very similar to Ganesha, you can't switch him out. I can have a cat, and the cat can have a liver. I got a liver in here. That must mean we can switch him out. Context. A shark is an apex predator, right? In the context of their environment. If I put that shark in a pond in my backyard, if I put that motherfucker in the Sahara Desert, is it still an apex predator? No, because the context is king. So just taking these pieces out of the context in which they exist is going to fuck you up. I'm so serious. Y'all gotta like this live. Yeah, man, hit the like button. Hit the like button and subscribe. I don't know. Look, as long as you get, hey, bro, look, I get it. I don't be liking and subscribing to motherfucking shit. So whatever. Spend some money. Go to the store, get in the guild, get the consultations. That's what I prefer you do. Or really, share the shit. You know how you're making them Bobby clips with a little beat? I just made one. Cut some shit up. Share it. It's all right. You're gonna put a picture in your story and like the YouTube because that's the most you're gonna do. It's cool. I get it. So it's about being able to adjust and change at high speed. I mean, in terms of your method. See, motherfuckers is obsessed with how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? What the fuck is a you? That is the more crucial part. When it comes to spirituality, it's not about doing. It's about being. It's a work of being. See, when you get the being right, doing comes naturally. Once again, don't nobody tell y'all about this because they don't know. They think they're on the cutting edge because they say melanin and DNA and they mix it with Kalipov. They're wrong. They're very wrong. Have them come outside of a room where not everyone is correct. Let's try it then. Yeah. Nobody want to leave the room where everybody's right because that's the only reason they get to say anything. Most motherfuckers who are teaching, if you have to scrutinize what they're saying, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because it's just bullshit. But if motherfuckers can't recognize bullshit and I put some sprinkles on that shit and they start to feel, done. That money gonna flow out their pocket, boy. That money gonna flow out their pocket. That allegiance is gonna flow out their heart. It's totally worth it. I'm definitely drawn to the left-hand path. I'm gonna tell you right now. Cause look, bro, I fuck with the left-hand path and I fuck with the left-hand path for a long time. I never suggested to anyone. It's not gonna tickle. It's not gonna be fun. And when you get to the details, you're gonna start cutting away things you never thought you'd ever have to cut. I'm not gonna tell you can't, because I do. But I'm gonna tell you right now, to understand that you don't have to. But I can tell you how to do it. I can tell you how to do it. I can go all day with you. But I won't recommend it. I won't recommend it. Oh shit. At the end of June, join this class. I'll be there. Hell yeah, man. Get in the guild. Get on the waiting list until then. Get in the guild. Because we're going to go through it. Because look, man, you do a consultation with most people. It's 1 hour. That's it. They don't even give you the audio recording. I hate 1 hour consultations. I offer them because that's all people seem to know. The consultations I like to do are multiple calls over the course of multiple days. So like maybe a call a week for 3 weeks. Why do I do that? Because what you guys are looking for is change. How do you track change? How do you track growth? Over time. And so if we do 1 call, we don't get to track growth or change. We do 2 calls, yeah, maybe we can recognize it. We do 3 calls, we get to point this shit out, track it, and set you up for a new trajectory. Not only that, I always give you the recordings whenever I can. No one else gives you the recordings. They speak to you for an hour, and now it's in the ethers. You can't even review. What most people offer as consultations is shit. But, hey, whatever, right? And with the guild, bro, like the guild is what I think the guild is revolutionary. I'm not going to give you just a folder of videos to look at and tell you once you've looked at the videos, you get it. Because I know you won't. I'd like you to get it. This is why I'd like you to get it. It's mostly prideful for me. I hate the idea of one of y'all out the side of your neck telling motherfuckers what you know and then telling motherfuckers I told it to you. Oh no. You said I told you what? Yeah, that's what Eric's be saying, right? What? Get your ass back in here. Shut the fuck up. You did not understand. Don't listen to him. Get your ass back in here. Get your ass in this house. I told you to take out that trash. Oh, I can put a beat over it if you want. Hell yeah, man. Clip this shit up. I don't do whatever you like to it. This is what I'm saying. I really don't mind. I don't know what your art is, how it works, what part hit for you. Because look, maybe I think there's a piece in here that for me it's like, it's whatever, fuck it. But for you, that shit was like boom. And you know niggas who be like boom for that too. Cool, hit it up, bruh. Like, I don't mind. I'm not stingy about this shit. Take it. Do what you want with it, man. Damn, you don't even recommend left-hand path. That's deep. I'm trying to get a consultation done. Bruh, I'm so serious. Cause I fuck with it. It don't tickle. Motherfuckers like dark shit because it has a cool aesthetic. Yeah, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say about it. All the Sith Lords are maimed. They're gruesomely maimed. There are no beautiful Sith Lords. They're all damn near inhuman. It sounds cool to say, I'm beyond humanity. I'm never coming back to the physical world. All right, you put your money where your mouth is. I'll let your boy. Because, see, the way I like to conceptualize it or talk about it conceptually is think about life in the ocean. You got life in the coral reef. And look, all of these lives are valid. All these types of life are valid. I'm not telling you which one is the best. Okay? Follow me. In the ocean, you got life on the coral reef, which is right there next to the shore. There's vibrant colors. There's all kind of different fish. Like most things that live in the ocean live near the shore and coral reefs and stuff like that. Okay? Then you got the deep ocean, right? You got the deep water. There's no coral reef. You can't even see the bottom, but you know you're really big. Things like whales. Whales don't live on the coral reef. There's no room for the thing that's big as me. So then you got that. You got the coral reef. You got the deep blue clear water. And the dolphins are diving and jumping. And there's a big sunfish. And the boats are out there riding on the water. Okay. That coral reef is like Path of the Child, right-hand path. That deep water is like Path of the Mother, middle path. You get to the bottom of the ocean. That's left-hand path. That's Path of the Father. That's a whole different life. That's a whole different life. See, motherfuckers will get there and they be like, oh no, I can't see in the dark. Oh. That means you food. That means you food. You try and take that coral reef shit down there, you're gonna fuck yourself up. And I don't mean something's gonna come and get you. Your fear is gonna consume you. Especially if you're trying to approach it like you've always done, living on the coral reef. This ain't no Finding Nemo shit down there. Ain't no Finding Nemo shit down there, bro. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Oh, whose child is that face? Oh, get your ass back in here talking shit. You got Instagram? Yeah, that stuff should be in the about for the YouTube channel. I'm never coming back to the physical world like you say. You already invoked that you was here in the first place. You see that? Thank you. Thank you. The subtlety. The subtlety. Oh, fear has consumed me. But the only way you're going to get by it is actually admitting that. So that's good shit, bro. Okay, yeah, guys, I have to get off of here. 1, 2, 3, 4 p.m. I had been going for a while. Who else does this for y'all, man? Nobody. Nobody. Niggas can't even get close to doing the kind of show I do. Anyways, for those who are in the guild, today we're having office hours from 3 to 5. So you come in and we'll talk about whatever the fuck you want. I'll probably do a nice little crash course, man. Yeah. I'll probably do a nice little crash course to make, because this is the first month, and I want to make sure we get them fundamentals in here so that the things we go through next 2 months as well have somewhere to stick, and I can send you on your way with good shit. All the recordings from the sessions, all the images and documents you could possibly want. I got the whole fucking text archive. Niggas love new book. Hey man, what book can I read? What book can I read? What book can I read? I got plenty. I got plenty of them. Each of these little sections, like you see the comments, just add one. If it says 28, that means there's 29 texts in there. Alright? I got plenty of shit. I got plenty of shit for you. Y'all come through, get you some new shit, learn what you want. You know, we can talk about it. And then you get people to talk to. Anyways, I'm shutting my mouth. I'm shutting my mouth. I had a good time. This is fun. Oh, you guys have a wonderful evening. Peace.